Player or Roku TV accesses the Roku Channel Store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select Settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the Channel Store. At the top of the Channel Store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you'll qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least $80 worth of any item to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Good morning, I hope you're well. I had to look at the time there because I feel like it's midday.
Because you've done so much already, though. I haven't, you have.
Oh, you have. You've done so much. You've set up for a great show. We've got a fantastic show. Sally, everybody.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Friday morning, ready to start crafting for the weekend?
Yes.
Yes, we certainly are. Oh, we've got some great deals for you on the show. Let's start with something that's brand new. £19.99. You might want to start getting these into your baskets and checking out to make sure you get hold of it. We are busy already for these. You've been ahead and looked on the website, 978602. You've got a choice in the different fabrics that you've got here, but talk us through these, what I think are absolutely fantastic. Remind me of my childhood.
Well, I always like to bring something that I find useful.
Yes.
And I looked at these and I thought, yeah, perfect, absolutely perfect. Because you can use them in any room in your home. And you've got quite a lot of room in there.
You have, haven't you?
Now, I think in a sewing room, it's absolutely perfect because you can hang it from anywhere. You can put tools in one, bobbins in another, fabric in another. You can have them all the way around your room and you've got something everywhere for something.
Can I tell you something? 10% of the stock has gone. Of the sewing. The one that you've got, 10% of the stock, Ali, has gone already, and we're only 1 minute into the show.
Well, do you know what I think, Janice?
Yeah.
It's because you can see the fabric is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and they are both quilting cottons and it is both fabric freedom. But not only that, and what people can't see is inside you've got Decoville. Decoville is quite an expensive thing, and you've got Decoville lights for the pockets, but you can see they've got a lot of structure. So it's all quality. Everything is quality.
I like that. I like the fact that you've got that structure to the pockets, because sometimes you might want to put something a little bit more heavier in there than your sewing and your bobbins and things like that. I mean, it might be. We used to have one hanging on the back of the door. We used to put all the shoe polishes in there.
You could put shoes in them. You could have them in your wardrobe with your shoes in.
Do you know what? That would be an excellent idea. Maybe for the kids' bedroom. Maybe for putting their plimsolls in there, getting things out of the way.
That's why I've done one in that fabric, because I'm thinking a children's bedroom for that one.
Yes.
But I have done them in different fabrics for the kitchen. You can do them for the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know, anywhere around your home. And once you've got the pattern,
you can use your own fabrics.
Exactly.
Yeah. Really love these. They look so pretty, but they're very, very practical. £19.99 if you want to go for these. 978602. So we've got two options.
We have, yes.
The first option right there is the sewing, and then you've got the circus just here. So you get everything you need, including the wood at the top. What would we call that?
It's dowel.
The dowel, the wooden dowel. There
My son-in-law Richard did those for me, so thank you,
really?
Richard.
Oh, thank you, Richard. You get those included as well. So the great thing is you get everything you need and you get the pattern. Are they easy to make and create?
Absolutely simple, and they are so quick. You're not going to believe how quick they are to make.
Brilliant. Well, we're gonna have a demo on one of these. Yeah, perfect. We're gonna have a demo on one of these. We are very, very busy on these, and again, if you're going for the kits, you can then continue to make them because you have the pattern. You could have 2 or 3, 4 or 5. You could have these hanging in your utility room,
in
your craft room, in your bedroom, in your bathroom, in the shed, in your crafting shed.
I think one at the side of the door as you enter, and you just put your keys in there.
Perfect.
It's one of the things in our house. Where's the keys?
Yeah.
It's hunt for
Where's
the keys every day.
Phone?
Yeah, that's the one.
Where's the dog's lead?
Yeah.
You've got it.
Actually, dog's lead.
Yeah.
Pool bags.
Yes.
Treats.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. It really would.
Molly's not my favourite person at the moment.
Oh, really? Why?
I've got a brand new car.
Yes.
She's in the boot. And she's decided, the guy from security's just come and said that she has set the alarm off. She's climbed into the front.
Oh.
Brand new car.
I need to come and see her. Can I go and see her?
Oh, definitely. Yanis will be taking her for a walk, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'll take her for a walk. Can I take her for a
walk? Yeah. She's big.
Is she?
Yeah, she's about this big.
What sort of dog is she?
Great Dane Cross Mastiff.
Oh, that's all right.
You can ride her.
I was going to say, I was going to back and ride her into town.
So, but yes, you could put your trees in.
Don't sit on the back of your dogs. Please don't sit on the back of your dogs. But that would be perfect for that, would it not? It'd be excellent. I'm even thinking for the kitchen as well, for putting,
utensils.
Yeah, utensils in and stuff, which is brilliant. Right, if you do want to get hold of those, you've got a choice of the sewing and the circus, but we are very, very busy for both now. Sewing is a quarter gone.
Oh, my word.
So a quarter of the stock of the sewing has gone already. I know, everyone's getting up very early today. It's useful. It's handy.
It is. And this is what I always try to bring, something that if I need it, you need it.
Yeah, of course. Now, you're going to need
another
this.
one.
Oh, my goodness. Again, we're thinking about using this in your craft room, but you could use the next items anywhere. You've got two options. We'll talk you through the two options. They're £22.99, 308570. We had a sneak preview of these on Good Morning Hochanda. Now you've got your burnt orange or your teal. So you've got the two different colours. Just showing you the smaller bags there, because you do get two. You do get two.
So I think peeping out. Let me just.
Oh yeah. Oh. Okay. So this is your burnt orange. All will be revealed. There is a reason why that was poking out.
Oops.
We're giving away the trick. That's your burnt orange, and that one is your teal. So, Ali, take it away.
Well, these, for a start, it's Benetex fabric. It's Cheryl Haynes.
Why is that important, that fabric?
People who are in the fabric world know it's a high quality. You can see. You know what they always say? Feel it.
Yeah.
It's cool to the touch.
Yes, it is, yeah.
That is the quality speaking. And I know people at home can't feel it. They've just got to take my word for it. But if they know Benetex, they will know that this is a lovely fabric.
Perfect.
So that's the start of it. But right, you've got your open-end zips.
Yep.
So that goes all the way. And then you just unzip it. And it opens out. Sorry, I haven't finished the insides. I've been very, very busy. But that then opens up. And it makes like a little tray. So if you didn't want to have it opened fully, you could just open one end.
Oh, that's good.
And you've got access to your items in there. If you want it fully open, then you've got a little tray. If you want it closed to carry all your goods in there, just zip it up. That one is made with wadding. You get all the wadding, then you're getting 2 different types of wadding. You're getting the normal wadding for that one, and then for this one, let's do it with the green one.
Yeah, because you do get a larger one, so you get the smaller one and the larger one. You choose from the burnt orange or the teal. We're going to open the larger teal one up.
This one is what we call the iron caddy, so-called because we've got an iron in it. But like you were saying earlier, it's insulated wadding. That is this silver stuff here. And that means that it will withstand heat or cool.
Yes.
But obviously heat for an iron. So if you've been using your iron and it's still warm, you can put it in there safely and it's not going to be a problem. But as you said, if you've got small items and you're on the go, you don't want to take an iron, well, you don't want to take an ironing board, do you? You can actually iron your smaller items in this because it is all insulated.
Oh, that is a great idea. It really, really is. How fabulous are these? You could also, we were talking about this, if you were to go on holiday. By the way, the iron does not come with
no,
these.
it's mine.
Just to let you know. But if you're going on holiday, for example, let's just again show you how easy this is. It's just like a coat, really.
Yeah,
isn't
it is. It is the same zips.
So you put your makeup in there, you pop that into your case, and then when you get to wherever you're going, you just simply unzip that and then just take that down, and you can put all of your makeup in there, everything, maybe your jewellery, for example, and then everything is just kept nice and safe. And that is a really, really good size. Now, 10% of each option has now gone. 10% of each option has now gone. They're both equally as popular. Only £22.99, may I add. So it could be that you get both. I think these would make great gifts. Great gifts.
Yeah.
Practical.
Even for somebody who's not a sewer, you'd still take your iron away when you go on holiday.
Yeah.
So you could use one for your jewellery and your makeup, like you say, and the other one for your travel iron, and you've got everything there when you go away. So it is perfect for anyone. We all like to go away and take our tools and things with us.
Perfect, isn't it? So the larger one, the smaller one. It could be that when you go away, for example, you're always losing your keys and your jewellery.
Yes.
So this gives you a chance to place it in here. You've got the little sides as well to keep it nice and safe, so you know that that's where it's going to be, on the side when you go away. And then when it's time to go back home, you just turn it back into the bag and take it with you. Absolutely perfect. You get everything you need, including that pattern as well. Easy to make and create?
Yes, it is quite easy, and it's another quick one as well. So if you're making for a gift stand or stall, I'm quite happy for you to make and sell these. And
really,
yeah, get some cash back in to buy some more kits.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, learn how to make them and then gifts. Perfect.
We're going to have some demonstrations on these as well. Any questions for Ali, please email in. It is studio@hochanda.com. We'll leave you a message on Facebook. Perfect. £22.99. If I was you, I'd go for a couple because they're great. And the fabrics themselves.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It really is, with those little birdhouses on. How gorgeous is that? And then, of course, once you've got the patterns, Ali said, you can make them again.
Use your stash.
Yeah, now talking of patterns, we've got a great deal for you on a set of 3 patterns. It is the trio bundle. We'll start with this one because we've got 2 options for you. £20.97 for all 3. This is brand new today, and we've got a collection of items. Can we talk through what we can make?
Yeah, have a to go and pinch the goodies.
Yeah, go on then.
So we can actually see them. I've tried to do them all in the same fabrics because this is how I have them in my sewing room.
Okie dokie.
So what have we got first? We've got the Charlie chicken. Now this one, I've put a pebble or a few pebbles in this in the base, and then I've put wadding in the top. Stuffing in the top. That is so that you can stick your pins in. But this hangs off the end of your table so that you can use the end for a thread catcher, or if you wanted to put your bobbins in there, you could do. But that actually sits on your table like that, and then your catcher hangs down.
Perfect.
So that's the first one.
Let me just grab that. Let me just pop that over the front of the table so you can see that. So there's Charlie chicken. So that's the first one.
Yep.
The second one has a mini Charlie chicken.
That's
in
a
there.
detachable one. So if you wanted to detach it, you could do. But then you could put keys on there. You could put anything on there because you've got the strap ready for just adding on.
I love that. It's really nice. And then you've got the pockets in there as well around the side of the bag, which also makes it very, very handy for popping all of your bits and bobs in. And then we'll pop mini Charlie back in there. So if you want to go for that, there's a freedom price on this as well. £14.68. I can't believe that, actually. I've just looked at the screen.
£5 a pattern.
I thought that was the price for just one. That's
All
that's
3.
the freedom price for all 3. Wow. That's crazy.
I'm going home.
You're going to need to lie down. You're going to need to lie down. Oh, my goodness.
I think that the realisation hit us both at the same time.
I know. I'm just chuntering away going, £14 is... And I just had to stop. Like, for all three. Freedom members, it's a great deal. If you want to become a Freedom member, it's kind of a why not deal because you are saving almost the price of your first Freedom membership, which is... You're saving $6.29. Freedom membership is $6.97. So it's a why not. Become a Freedom member, get the discount, be a Freedom member for a month and get all the benefits. Right, next bag.
I love
the third
that one.
Yes, it's really sweet, isn't it?
It's one of my favourites. And I've used a thicker wadding for that. I've used the polyester, the lofty wadding, so that gives it a nice scrunchy feel. But that one you can use for if you're a nail technician, you could use it for crafting.
That's a good idea, yes.
You could use it for your sewing, you could use it for makeup. I call it the really useful bag because it is a really useful bag.
Yeah, it really is. Now, you are getting the patterns only. You provide your own fabrics and then you can make and create. You might have some stash already. So if you want to get those 3 patterns home as a Freedom member, oh my word, £14.68 for all 3. Wow, amazing deal.
I'd have a folder
259
and put all the patterns in there so you can just have a flick through and
a good idea.
Decide which ones you want to make that day.
That is an excellent idea. Right, so that is your sewing essentials option. We've got another option for you, and this is your bag bundle. Again, a Freedom price of £14.68. Let's start with this one right here, your clutch purse.
I love this one, and it's one that you can take every day, but I've got these to match most of my dresses. I've got a dress in this, I've got a bag in this.
That's a good idea.
And you just feel so complete when you've got everything matching. But you've got pockets for everything, you've got zips on the back for security, you've got your turn clasp.
Got lots in there, lots of storage. Maybe for your cards in there. You've got your first purse, always good to keep your coins in there, keeps them nice and safe, even your notes sometimes. And again, you could keep your receipts in there, maybe bits of information and more card. Quite a substantial purse there to fit a lot in, especially for an evening out, or maybe you could put your glasses in the back there, going to the restaurant, going to a wedding. And a great idea to use fabric that perhaps you've made and created a dress or a top out of. I love that idea.
Yeah.
That's your first option. That's your first option. Next one along is this one just here. And this one is your everyday clutch wallet. Oh, these are nice.
That one is the poppy that I've used my embroidery machine on. So even though it's faux leather, you can actually embroider through it. By the way, the first one, I've made that out of real leather, this bag. I've got loads of these.
Have you?
And I've made it out of real leather and it's fine. There is also tutorials for all these 3 patterns free of charge, so you can just go and watch and sew along with me if you want to do that.
Now we're getting really, really busy for these. It's always nice to have a bag with you and a bag for the occasion that you're going to. So this is going to give you an opportunity to have those 2 different styles, but there's another bag as well. And that's a bag that when you go shopping, it's a bag that when you go out for the day and you go to your craft fairs and you start to purchase a little bit more than you thought.
Yes.
A little bit more than you thought. This is going to be a great way to take a pocket-sized bag with you that you can then take out of your pocket and store all your goodies in. Now, you're probably looking at that thinking, really? How can I get everything in a bag like that? I shop far more than that.
Me too.
Well, we simply zip around the outside and then the bag falls open. And what I like about this as well, Ali, when you open this up, it's the bottom.
Yeah.
It's the bottom there that you can... It just gives you a larger area for placing items in, especially if you're going shopping for fruit and veg or you're going to the shops.
It is quite amazing how much you can get in them bags.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
And I've always found that I take a few with me, but I think I've only ever needed 2.
Yes.
You know, so, you know, you're not a weekly shop, but everyday shopping, you can get plenty in.
And do you know something? They're really easy to put back. You see it like that, oh, how are you going to get that back in?
It just tucks in.
Yeah, you just tuck that round.
The more you use them, the easier it is, and they can all go in the washing machine.
Can they?
So if you spill anything on it, it's not a problem. Throw it in the wash. You don't have to get carrier bags again.
No, exactly. A bag for life, a bag for life. If you do want to get hold of these, it is the pattern only. You use your own fabrics.
Use your own fabrics,
Use your own fabrics.
I think there is some kits left on the website, though.
Oh, yes, please have a look at the website. There may be some kits available for you, so it gives you a chance then to get the fabrics to make these bags. £14.68 if you want to go for this particular trio bundle, proving to be very busy. Let's head to the website. Let's get over to the demonstration area so we can show you how to make and create Ali style. Here's your website, so you can see the different items we've got available for you. Those are the secret shopper bags, £13.99. That gets you your fabric and everything you need to make and create, including your pattern if you want to go for that one. We've also got, we've got some of the cosmetic bags as well. We've got the clutch wallet, that's available with the fabrics at £15.99. I think that's definitely worth going for. And we've also got the insulated picnic bag and lunch bag, which of course at this time of year is very handy for keeping your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast, depending on when you work, or your kids' breakfast. And it gives you a chance to keep that nice and cool, but equally gives you a chance to keep things nice and warm, because that's how it works. I know, it's a genius. It's like a flask. How does it know? How does it know when to keep things hot? How does it know when to keep things cold?
It's dry at the moment,
yeah, I think you do need them dry with all the rain that's around at the moment. So that's your website, and that's where you can find everything we've got available for you on the show. Good morning. If you have just joined us, we're having a busy show.
Lovely.
Ali, what we're going to look at?
We are going to make one of the hanging storage, and
okay.
if you look behind, if the camera can pick it up, I think it can just behind your head. I'm going to make the little dinosaur one.
Are you?
Because obviously once you've got your pattern, you can make any fabrics you like. So if you're doing it for a child's bedroom, I think it encourages them to be tidy when they've got somewhere cute and nice to do it. The other one I've done them with the embroidery machine, so you can also personalise each one.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Did you? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
love that.
Embroidery machines. There's loads of designs out there.
Really? Love that. Love that. Okay.
So, first of all, in the kit, you are getting this. It's actually called, it's Decoville Heavy, but they describe it as a leather-like.
Okay.
So it will give your fabric a leather-like feel.
Yeah.
So this is going to give it a lot of stability for the back. So I've already pressed this on, because you don't need to see me doing that. Basically, it's put it onto the fabric, stick it side down, iron on top, medium iron, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and move it along all the way.
I do need to tell you, I'm sorry, Ali, that the sewing option, 2/3 have gone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 2/3 have gone. It's very, very popular, the sewing one.
And, you know, I actually think I'm not really that surprised, because it is something that I would really want. Well, that's why I did it.
It looks great,
Yeah.
and it's very, very handy, and you can use it anywhere.
Yep.
And when you've got the pattern, you can make loads of them if you want to.
Right, so I've done that, and just because you've got pockets of a certain size doesn't mean to say you can't use your panels. Okay. This is a panel that I've cut up, and the size of the pockets were 9-inch, and I needed 10-inch. So what I've done is I've just put a little bit of the side piece on there, so you could even add a piece if you wanted to make it to the correct size. So I've actually put the Decoville Light. Now if you see, that's a lot lighter than the other one, but I've put both types in there for you, so you will be able to differentiate between them. Yeah. So what I need to do now is take some measurements, and this is going to be where we fold the pockets up. So I'm just going to put a little mark on here. You will soon learn where they need to go. And then we're going to fold these up. So I'm going to bring the two marks together. You can see it's got quite a lot of, what is it, not construction.
Rigidity.
Stability.
Stability.
Yeah. And once you've actually crease that, it will hold that shape. So I'm just going to stitch along there to hold that pleat in place.
Can I talk about zips?
You can.
I certainly can, because we have some fabulous deals for you. We've got a zip bundle available for you. £13.99. You get 5 metres, and you get 20 sliders, and it's 2 zips on a roll. So, wow.
Getting 5 metres of each.
5 metres of each, yes.
Yeah.
So are we getting the black?
You're getting 5 metres of the...
Black, beige or white. So those
Yes,
are your options. That's a lot of zip.
It is, but you'll find once you start making your projects, you'll go through it. But
Yeah,
this
I
way,
bet.
you're not wasting any of your zip.
Right.
Unfortunately, you can't use that zip for the bags because they're open-end zips. They're
Yes.
a different type. But for all your other projects, perfect.
You get your sliders. Are they easy to put on because the sliders are separate?
Live on air? No.
Okay.
I had a lady come into my shop and I said, would you like me to put them on? And she said, yes, please. She says, because I've seen you do it on air and it seemed really hard. I said, it is on air. And I just put one, I put about 7 on for her, straight one after the other.
Really?
Do it on air.
Well, there you go. Yeah, it's always the same, isn't it?
I can show that if people want to see.
No, that's okay. Oh, look, I've done it. That was easy.
It is. But when you're doing it live on air,
Yeah,
ooh,
that's
no
lights on.
chance.
Yeah, that is easy. Right, so you've got your black, you've got your beige, and you've got your white. So is it 5 metres of each?
5 metres of each and 10
5
sliders of
metres
each.
and you get these sliders. So it could be a good opportunity to stock up with all of them because they're great colours and they are the what's the word I'm looking for? Not the usual. They are the most popular or standard colours to use, aren't they?
Yeah, black and white, and then I put the beige in for if you've got anything else,
Yes,
you know,
yeah.
in between colours, because beige will basically go with anything.
Perfect. So that's your zips, 822636.
And you will need them, and you'll be surprised just how often you'll reach for them. So I'm just putting my marks together and folding that over, and that forms the pleats. I'm wanting the pleats to face the outside. It doesn't really matter, but it just looks a bit neater. And I'm stitching across. I haven't got any specific needling, it's just a normal needle. So any machine will do this. And
Oh, look at that.
yeah, the last one I haven't actually fused it, so I'm going to show you how we fuse it. This is what it looks like, and if the camera... Oh, wait while you've shown yours.
Perfect. Thank you.
If the camera can actually see, it's got a shiny side on there, and that is the bit that you put. That's it, you can see it there. That is the bit that goes towards the fabric, so I want it to go right sides facing up, and then I'm just going to press that. And I've had to pinch the iron out of the green room because my iron's on the counter.
Oh, yes, so it is. I'm just been told the sewing is limited stock.
I've got
The
another
sewing
hour.
I know. It's limited stock. Maybe we'll bring Molly in
Yeah.
for the hour. That's not direct to Molly, by the way, if you're watching at home. It is
Molly
your day off,
loves Molly.
Molly. You're off. It's Molly the dog. The circus option is approaching half the stock. The circus option approaching half the stock. I really like the colours in the circus.
I thought the circus would sell first.
I
Because
really
I
like
just
that.
thought children's bedroom,
Yes.
you know, it would be ideal for the
Yeah,
children.
Back of the door, in the wardrobe, hanging up. You could have 2 or 3 of these back to back. And you could put shoes in here. You can do whatever you like. I mean, it's great storage. It really is. It's fun storage.
I've got mine on the little hooks behind the door, you know, that goes over the top.
Perfect. Yeah, perfect. 978602 if you want to go for that. But we're very, very busy. Very busy for that.
So I'm just putting the marks on my last ones and repeating the process.
So it's easy to put
It is
together.
a very, very simple project. A beginner could do this, no
Yes.
problem. And then just stitch across to hold it in place.
Do you need any special needles to go through the
No.
stiffness?
No, it's absolutely fine, even with the Decaville Heavy,
Yeah.
not a problem. Right, so now we need to do a little bit more marking, and basically we're going to mark along
Oh, Ali,
this.
the sewing
Is it gone?
sold out.
Oh,
It's gone. It's gone and sold out. Oh, that's fabulous. Well done, everyone. But it has gone, so I'm going to out of sight, out of mind. There you go. So the circus. This is my favourite. It's
I
also
like the
proved
circus.
busy. I love the colours in that. Very, very nice.
I think the circus one will be popular for children. Because I think children, because they don't get to see wild animals these days, and I agree with it, it's not nice, is it, to have them in cages, but they do still like to, you know, see pictures of them, yeah.
There's plenty of documentaries on television now where they can see animals in the wild. I know it's not the same as being near them, but...
It's better though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I'm just marking this, and it tells you everything you need to know in the instructions. I'm just putting a mark across. I'm using a friction pen. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to fold over the top. Now, at home, I would press this, but just for speed, I'm just going to turn it over twice and top stitch along that edge there. And I do like to increase my stitch length when I top stitch, so I'm going to put it up to about...
Why is that?
It just looks neater.
Yeah.
So I just put it up to about 3.10, 3.20, something like that. It always looks a bit neater. If you look at leather bags and shoes, they have quite a long stitch length, and it does look neater. So we're actually going through 1, 2, 3 layers of this and 3 layers of fabric. Not a problem at all.
I think if you run a nursery or maybe a doggy daycare, for example, a few of these hanging up to pop, you know, the children's books in and their pencils and their belongings, maybe some pencils
you
in or
could put a
something
name
like
on each one,
yeah, you
so
could.
each child had their own.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Or games, you know, certain elements for certain games, dominoes or something like that, you could place in there as well.
Rainy day games.
Rainy day games.
We used to like playing cards.
Did you?
Still do, actually.
What's your favourite game?
Old Maid. We used to take 3 of the queens out and have one of the queens as the old maid.
That's it. You have to keep playing until one of you has the maid left.
Yeah, yeah. And we always used to play silly tricks because there were 5 kids.
Really?
And we all got on really well. Hi to my sisters and brothers if they're watching. I know one of them is. But we used to stick the queen up, and sometimes we didn't, so that they used to think it was.
Oh.
Oh, we used to laugh our heads off.
Oh, brilliant. Good card games, aren't they?
It was simple pleasures.
I like rummy.
Oh, I don't know how to play that.
3 of one, 5 of the other.
Oh, yeah,
4 of the
yes,
other.
yeah.
You see? That's why it's my favourite game. As soon as I said it, I was like...
No, it's not.
That's not right, is it? Unless you're playing with 2 decks, you might be playing with 2 decks.
That's a bit advanced, that, surely.
Yeah, it is.
Too advanced for me.
Snap
I'll stick to my old maid.
Snap is a good game.
Fish.
52 card pick-up is also a good game.
That's cruel.
Or where you have to face them down, you have to pick them up.
Right, so I've done all my top stitching. Now it's a case of stitching this to the base. I've put marks on here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place my fabric right sides together but facing down. The camera can just see that, and I'm going to stitch across the top of that, holding it in place. So I've got the line on there so I know where I'm stitching. Now I'm going to put my stitch back to a normal stitch because I want it to be secure.
Okay.
Hold it straight and stitch straight across. And I'm going to back tack at this side. Take that out, and then I'm going to repeat the process with the next one. So I'm just going to place that against the line. Already you can see it's forming.
These would be really good to take with you when you go on holiday.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going camping. I say that because storage is always really important. Otherwise, you just put everything on the floor, don't you?
It is, yeah, and it's nice to go in. We used to go in tents and things. It's nice to go in and it be tidy because you can find everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so the last one, I'm doing exactly the same, but I've turned it around so I've got easier access to it. I really enjoyed doing these.
And that's important, isn't it, with the
Yeah.
craft? If you enjoy doing it, it makes all the difference.
I think it's because it's quick.
Yeah. Enjoy doing and enjoy giving.
Right, so we've got it like that now. All we're going to do is put those up and bring the sides level, and we're going to just top stitch all the way down there, bringing each one up as we go.
Okay. I could imagine you could put your dinosaur toys in that one.
Pardon?
Or your little dinosaur toys you could
Yeah.
put inside something like this.
Now, when you start to do this, you do need to have a bit of space at the back because it will push everything out of the way.
Yeah.
It is really sturdy,
Yes.
but it needs to be.
So you need the space. That's a good point.
Yeah, you do. Clear the back of your desk. I start off tidy, and then while I'm in the middle of it, it's a right mess. But then I have to tidy it up again.
And does Molly usually sit with you when you do your projects?
She will come and stay at the side. She's too big to get into my sewing room, but she'd like to. She's a big girl.
Molly is Ali's dog, by the way, just in case you're thinking, who on earth are you talking about?
Most people know Molly. Right, so I've done one side, and you can see now that's going to hold all that in place.
Perfect.
So I'm just going to go down the other side.
I really like the design on this, Ali, the fact that you've got the, at the side, if I just show you the circus one here, it means that if you've only got a few bits and bobs to put in there, it still looks great because you've got that stiffness on there, but it also means, and it allows you to open it up a little bit further and add more into that. You can get quite a lot into there,
You can.
actually. It's quite a big
They're quite
space.
deep as well.
Yeah, they are. I'll just show you that.
But if you're quite clever, you could alter the sizes of these to make them into smaller, you know, like for dinkier things.
Yeah, you could do. You could do. You could even put a little pocket on the front if you wanted to.
You're
If you
too
wanted to.
clever. But you'd have to do that before you sewed it on.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Right, so that's the pockets all attached there. I will just give them a little press to hold them down.
Yeah.
So you can see how quick and easy this project is.
Yeah.
Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the back, which is just calico, but that covers up all these lines of stitching.
Right, okay.
I mean, really, it's always going to be facing the wall, but I do like to have things finished off.
Yeah, it's still nice to have it nice and
And
neat.
it also secures your pockets a little bit more because we're going to add another row of stitching onto it.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to stitch this on and then trim it all down.
It'd be good to make a waterproof one to put in the shower.
That would be a really good
With
idea.
little slits at the bottom so the water doesn't gather in the pockets.
If you've got an old shower curtain,
Yeah.
you know, because some parts of them are still really usable.
Yeah.
So I'll quickly zoom down. So I definitely think this is suitable for a beginner.
Yes, I mean, I've been watching it and I can see just how easy this is to put together.
Do you do any sewing, Janice?
No, well, I do hand
Yeah.
sew. I do some embroidery sometimes. I'd like to get a machine and get into it. I really would.
It's so useful for your home.
Well, just being short as I am, it's really useful for toning all the trousers and stuff.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to make sure it's all level and go across the bottom. And this is where you need the space behind your machine.
That just takes it all the way through. 2/3 of the circus is now gone. 2/3 of the kits to make and create a circus. I really like the colourway on here. I think it's lovely. And you've got the circus on there, but I think you can use this anywhere. So easy to put together. What I like is that you've got plenty of room in there in the pockets to fit your things in.
Right, so I'm just going to trim off the top and the bottom.
Space saving, that's what it is.
I think if you're wanting to get your house organised, this is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, you know, you could have almost every door with one hanging off the back of it upstairs, in your bathroom, in your bedrooms, in your utility room, or just, you know, in your sewing room. You could have 2 or 3. You could have these hanging on your walls. You could put your paintbrushes in here. You could put your wools in here, your knitting needles in here.
That's a good idea. Right, straps. It's just a 4-inch rectangle that we press in half, open out, and then press the raw edges into the pressed line in the middle, and then fold it in half again, and that will give us the strap. I'm just going to top stitch along both ends, turn the stitch length up a bit.
And these are the 2 handles at the top that keep the spindle in place?
Yes.
I see. Now, can I just take an opportunity to mention these zips again, Annie, if that's okay? You've got 3 choices. So you've got the black, the white and the beige in colour. You get, for your £13.99, you get 2 lots of 5 metres, so you get 5 metres on each, and you get 20 sliders. So 2 zips on a roll, 5 metres each, and 20 sliders. And you get to choose between the black, the white, or the beige. 822636 is your item number. Your beige and white, these are just samples here, but that's how much you're getting. That is the amount that you're getting, 5 metres. If you want to go for those.
Explain what the difference
Yes,
is.
you know when I said two zips on a roll?
Yeah, what it is, you've got the number 3 zip and the number 6 zip.
Right.
The number 3 is your dressmaking type zip, so that's what you would put in the back of a dress or a skirt, and the sliders are smaller. The number 6 is what you would use for handbags or rucksacks, things like that, or jackets.
Yeah.
So that is a lot thicker. You can see the difference in the size of the sliders there.
How many do you get of each slider?
You're getting 10.
10, so you get 10 of the larger ones, 10 of the smaller ones, but you are getting 5 metres of your zip.
Yeah.
And these are easy to put on.
They are. I mean, you did it without being shown.
Yes. Just slide them
you
on,
can
don't
actually get more if you need more.
Okay. Perfect. And again, we've chosen the standard colours for you, so you either get it in black, the white, or the beige. And if you're going for the white, it has white zips. And if
Yes.
you are going for the beige, does it have beige zips?
Yes.
You get beige zips, yeah, perfect. Perfect.
I'm just looking for the dowel, but I don't know what I've done with it.
And they're good quality.
They are
zips. They're not
really good
plastic, are they?
No, really good quality.
Yeah, you can tell.
Right, so for the straps now, I've cut it in half, and I'm just folding the pieces that I've cut in half again, and that is what we're going to put onto the top. So I'm going to face it in. I'm just going to guess where it goes because I don't know where I've put my dowel. And I'm going to stitch across the top. Now, you've got quite a few thicknesses here,
Yeah.
but it just sews through like it's just cotton. Now, this is where it's going to take all the weight, so I would actually put a few
Just a couple of times.
rows of stitches on, yeah. And then the next one.
And you go, I've noticed, are you going just off the end as well? Yeah, you start just off the...
Yes, yeah,
Right.
and then go on to it, yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're going to put your binding on as well, so
Just makes it more sturdy, doesn't it?
when you're hand making machine making, but making it yourself,
Yeah.
you can actually reinforce things a lot more than you would on a shop bought one.
Yes.
So you'll take that extra care with it. Right, so all you need to do now is trim all the way around and put your binding on, and that is your
And
hanging.
that's it. There you go, so it doesn't take long at all to put together.
No.
But what you don't need to do is take long popping it into your basket, because we are very, very busy. We've already sold out of one option, but we do have the circus option left for you, which again you can use anywhere. It's fantastic, it really is. £19.99 if you want to go for that. 978602. Let's take a revisit to the deal of the day. We launched this morning at 7 a.m. It is your Clarity set of 4 12x12 designer paper pads, all designed by Barbara Gray. 192 sheets in total. You're getting 4 books for the price of 3. It's exceptional value for money. It works out to be just under £13.50 per book with your discount. Oh my, what a fabulous, fabulous deal that is. We were very busy for this morning, and we continue to be busy for this throughout the day. It is supposed to last till 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, but I'm not sure whether it will because it's all stock dependent. Fabulous. Right, let's remind you of what we've got available on the show today. Very busy for the storage hanging. Very, very busy for this. We have got your circus option available. You get all the fabrics you need. You even get the dowel as well. So everything you need to put this together. It's a beautiful design. Very, very handy, and you can fit a lot into each and every pocket, which is superb. Love this, really, really do. And you love it as well. Very busy, 978602 if you want to go for that. And 2/3 of the stock has already gone. Now, what makes this so extra special as well is that, of course, you get the pattern with it. So you make and create your first one. You get all the fabrics and everything you need. But it does also mean that you've got your patterns, so you can make and create more with your own fabrics. That's why that is exceptional value for money. 978602 is your item number. Right, next up, love these. These are your iron and tool caddy. What do we mean by that? Well, you've got 2 choices. That's in the fabrics. You've got the burnt orange and you've got the teal. Love the fabric that you got. They're all little bird houses. So here we go. So there's your nice bag. Now you can put your iron in here, you can put your makeup in here, you can put whatever you like. And it opens up, and that zip falls off, or not falls off, just opens up. It's 2 open-end zips, and you can see there you've now got that caddy. Let's bring that in there so you can see that. And you've got the 2 sides, and the 2 sides there, and it means that everything that you put in there, you fit in perfectly. So if you wanted to store maybe your pieces of fabric for your project, you've got the opportunity to do so, and you can just quite easily take them out because you know they're going to stay there. Fantastic. It's easy, again, like a coat, just to do up at one end, and then you zip all that over. If you wanted to, of course, you could have one end zipped up, and so you just store like that, and then when you're ready to go, you just zip that up. You're not just getting one though, you're getting 2. So you're getting the 2 storage caddies. Now the burnt orange, 1/3 of the stock has gone. I think these are great for taking on holiday with you, for keeping everything in nice and safely. So there you go. So you get the 2 sizes, and you get your burnt orange or the teal. Now teal, half the stock has gone. Now because you've got the fabric inside, to keep its insulation. So if you're using an iron, for example, if your iron has cooled down, not hot, if it's cooled down, you can place it in there and you can take it with you. But what I like about this is that if you are ironing any appliques and you've got your craft iron with you, you could actually iron within that space. So it gives you an opportunity to do that. Remember, you're getting your 2 bags. £22.99, 308570. Great price. And remember, anything that you're buying today, if your baskets comes £6 or more, you can open up a flexi order. I've just thought, you know, if you're going for the deal of the day, that's available on a flexi buy. So if you add anything else to your basket, then it becomes a flexi buy as well. Just saying. Right, excellent value for money. What we've got here is your pattern trio bundle. Your first set includes Charlie the Chicken. This is your sewing essentials. So you don't get the fabrics, you get the patterns, so you can use your fabrics you've got at home. Now this allows you to have something hanging off the side of your table, which is great when you're sewing. What Ali has done with this one, just put a few stones in there, and that keeps that nice and weighty. You've also got in there, you've got this fabulous bag, and I love the pockets, and inside the pattern to make your mini Charlie the Chicken, which is fabulous. That's your fat quarter bag in there. And then you've got your really handy bag, or really useful bag, which is great. Again, you decide what you place in here. You can make and create and sell if you wish. But look at the freedom price you're getting, £14.68. And that's 30% discount. You are getting all 3 of your patterns, all 3 of your patterns, making and creating. And as a Freedom member, you're making a great saving as well, £14.68. That's your first option. Your second option is your bag option. Love this. You've got your clutch bags in here. You've got your bags for going out and taking with you if you're going on a journey. Maybe you take your money and your wallet. But with your clutch bag, it gives you an opportunity to make a bag maybe to match what you're wearing. Which is really nice. So you can open the clasp. The clasp you will choose yourself. These are the patterns that you're getting only, and your fabric you will choose and provide yourself. But there's plenty of storage in there, plenty of different compartments to store all your needs, and you've got the handy zip at the back as well. So you get the pattern to make and create that. You also get the pattern to make and create your wallet, which is really nice. This is a nice one made in leather by Ali. You of course choose your own materials, your own fabrics, but you are getting the pattern to make and create. So you open that up. You've got your zip in there, which is for your coins or your lipstick. You've got your little areas here for putting your cards, and you can just simply fold that up and take that with you, which is perfect. Really nice and easy to hold in your hand. The next one along is your bag for life. How many times have you been out and you started shopping and you start filling one pocket and then you start filling up another pocket, and then you have to walk out because you forgot your bag, so you don't want a plastic bag. This is going to give you the ability to pop that in your pocket, keep it with you at all times, open it up, and here you go. Now you can pop all of your shopping in there, maybe go for 2 or 3. And I like the fact that you've got that wider bottom at the bottom. The bottom at the bottom, so you can fit more in. But also, if you're getting any bottles of anything, it just gives it more sturdy. At the bottom, it's easy to pop back in as well. You just simply fold that up. It's like, you remember the cagoules you used to get when you were a kid? Your cagoule, you used to have that folded up, so it's very, very easy. Cagoule. £14.68. You're getting your bag bundle here, all the patterns to make and create, and there you go. That just tucks back in. Perfect. 814259 is your item number for all 3 of those patterns. Head to the website. This is where you can go to stock up with all of your stitchy goodies. It's a good chance to do so as well. Remember, Ali is back with you at 11 a.m. today, but we're not sure what stock will be back with us because it's proving to be a very busy morning on this Friday, your gateway to your crafting weekend. Now, if you want to go for the bag making kit separately, but you want to get the fabrics as well, remember the poppy one I showed you? Did you like that? Well, you can buy that. £15.99. That will make you the wallet. You've also got your insulated drink bag as well, very handy for this time of year, and the lunch bag as well. Don't forget your zips, excellent value for money if you want to go for those, £13.99, 5 metres and 20 sliders, 2 sizes. Right, Ali, what are we going to take a look at?
We're going to make the caddy.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the bigger one with the insulated wadding. So
okay.
I've done it in the sewing fabric because I'm going to have everything matching in my room.
Okay.
Yes, so this one's for me. So, first of all, I'm going to do the lining part, and I've put it right sides together. And the reason I'm doing this first is so I don't forget to leave my turning gap. I'm going to stitch about that far. It's not essential how far you do it.
Okay.
Leave a gap, and then carry on.
Again, are these going to be easy for a beginner, Ali? Where would you place these?
Adventurous beginner, let's say.
Adventurous beginner, I like that.
Because you've got the zip, which sometimes scares people, but there's really no need to be scared. Now, the hanging one, I don't think I need to do a tutorial for that one, but this one I will do a tutorial just because it's got that zip in. I haven't done it yet, but by the time these patterns are out for the customers, I will have got them done.
And where can we see your
YouTube,
tutorials?
My Facebook, or my website.
Perfect. And you can watch these shows again on Rewind if you want to. They're available for, is it 3 weeks? I think so. About 3 weeks.
I think a lot of people store them. They record them and store them.
Yes, if you've got a digital box that you can record on.
Right, so I've just pressed that open. And I know a lot of the viewers do pin and clip and everything, but just for speed I haven't. So I've got my turning gap done, so I know I'm not going to forget that. Now the main fabric I'm going to put right sides together, and you'll notice I'm a bit of a Yorkshire lass here. I've actually zigzagged mine together. You can use all your scraps. I mean, obviously yours is going to be all in one piece if you buy the kit.
Yes.
But I wanted to, this one's just for me, so I've just zigzagged it together. So you can do that if you like.
Yes, in the kits you do get the fabrics. It's in the burnt orange or the teal, and there are two caddy bags which zip up perfectly. Really love this idea. And again, pop your iron in there, pop your craft tool, maybe pop some of your zips that you've got inside one of your caddies just to keep them all nice and in one place.
And this one I'm going to stitch all the way across because I don't need to leave a turning gap in.
You could put some chocolates in there.
Don't put your iron in with your chocolates though.
Don't put your iron in with your chocolates, no, you're absolutely right. Otherwise it'd be drinking chocolate by the time you
Which is not bad, I like drinking chocolate.
Yeah, drinking chocolate's good.
Right, so I'm just finger pressing this open first, and then I'm just going to go across it with the iron. So sorry for turning my back, but it is better if you keep pressing as you go. And then I'm going to flip it over and just do the right side. Right, so that is the main body of the bag ready. Now you do get the woven interfacing, and I do like to use that on these types of projects. So I've already fused that to the back, but it does give it a nice fabric look, and it doesn't go bobbly. Okay. Sometimes the other types can go a bit bobbly. Right, so I need my pen. Now what we need to do is mark the halfway. So I'm just going to do it with my finger first.
We've got about 3 minutes left on this show, but Ali will be back at 11 o'clock today. You can, of course, again, buy in between shows, but Ali will be back with Yanis at 11.
Yeah, and I will carry on this if that is still available. But like I said, don't worry if you've bought the kit and I don't get a chance to finish it. I will be doing a tutorial.
Okay, fantastic.
And I'm going to fold it in half and press the next one and put a line. And these are the pens that disappear when you heat them, so I'm not worried about the pen mark showing.
When you design all the items you bring to us here at Hochanda, do you think of yourself in mind?
100%. Every time. I'm very selfish.
No, I didn't mean it like that. You don't think of yourself all the time. It's
all
Ali,
the time,
Ali.
yes. Just me.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, I know what you mean, Janice.
No, but did you think...
Yes, I do, because I think if I need it, then other people must need it.
Yes.
And storage is a big thing. You've got to have storage.
Yes.
So I'm just going along those lines, and I'm back tacking at the beginning and end because I don't want it to come undone. And this is going to form the parts that fold up to make the bag fold up. Where those stitches are, it will fold a lot nicer. Actually, I think my bobbin's... I don't think it's sewing, is it? Oh, it is. I need new glasses. I can't even see my stitches, they're that good. So I'm just going to do the same on this side. So I'm just making the marks first. And then I can stitch along it. So just put a crease mark, place your ruler on, and draw a line.
Now, we were talking about tutorials that you're going to put together for this, but you do get the pattern that has tutorials on there.
Oh,
so
yes,
step-by-step
it's all there.
instructions.
It just, I learn better by looking and watching. So it's just helping you, basically.
Yeah.
Some of the things are hard to put into words, and it's just so much easier to show.
Yes.
So I just think if I learn easy, it's me again, you see. If I learn easier, then other people will as well.
Of course.
I think it's nice because you feel like you've got a friend there doing it with you.
Now, there's only 45 seconds left of this show. Can you believe that, Ali? I don't know where the time goes, but it does, unfortunately. But Ali will be back at 11 o'clock today. with some more demonstrations, and we'll probably finish this one
Yes.
in the 11 o'clock show. If you've got any questions, please get your emails in, and we'll have them ready for Ali at 11 o'clock today. In the next show, have we got any new items different from this show?
No, this
Right.
a continuation.
Perfect. Well, that would say to me that you need to check out your baskets then.
Yes.
Because if we're going to be busy now, which we are, we'll be busy in the next show.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ali.
Thank you, Janice. It's been
We'll
lovely.
see you. Yes, it's been an absolute pleasure. We'll see you at 11 o'clock. Please stay where you are, because we've got more coming up on Hochanda. Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, using the Hochanda app on your Amazon Fire Stick for free? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Amazon Fire Stick accesses the Amazon App Store to add new applications. By downloading the Hochanda app, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Simply turn on your TV and connect your Amazon Fire Stick. If this is your first time using the device, follow the on-screen instructions to connect to the internet and log into your Amazon account. Once set up, you'll need to open the search bar. To do so, simply use your remote circular directional dial to scroll to the search icon and select it. Now simply type Hochanda into the search bar, and this will take you to the Hochanda app. All you need to do now is select download, and remember, it's free. Once this is added to your Fire Stick, you can move the app for easy access. Press and hold your home button on any app and then select apps from the menu that appears. Scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the button with the 3 horizontal lines on your remote and select Move to Front. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty. Have you ever shopped with us at Hochanda before? We are the home of crafts, hobbies and arts, a shopping channel based in the UK that delivers worldwide. That's right, we ship to your door wherever you live. You can watch us online at hochanda.com, on our bespoke app available on iOS for Apple iPhone and iPads, and Android phone and tablets, Roku, and through Facebook Live on Crafting with Hochanda USA. Did you know that for only $8.95 per item, you can have your crafty shopping delivered directly to your door within 7 days? When you see something you like demonstrated, head to our website or app, place your order, and within a few minutes your item will be on its way to you, directly to your door, usually within 7 days. Alternatively, call the number on screen, which is 272 200 0300. Remember, the price you see on screen is the price you pay. However, why don't you become a Freedom member? Thousands of you already benefit from exclusive members discounts, monthly newsletter, members badge, and not forgetting free shipping for the whole entire month. Purchase Freedom membership for just $19.99 per month and join thousands of crafters who are already members, and leave the rest to us. Now that's service.
Hello, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Lovely to see you. My name is Matt, and of course this is Barbara Gray joining us for our one-day special. Very good morning to you too, Barbara.
And you, Matt.
With the one-day special, it's a 24-hour deal and it's available there for you right now. But this is one of those rare occasions when we say the stars are aligned, we've got a wonderful deal of the day, we've got a one-day special, but we're going to say don't buy the one-day special, because we've got a mega bundle of everything with lots and lots of savings to the tune of, if you work it out, £36 off as a Freedom member on the big bundle of, let's say, everything. But the official one-day special, we start here, Barbara. Yeah.
Yeah, so these are new dies, brand new, beautiful, abstract dies, perfect for your mixed media, your scrapbooking, journaling, and for stamping. Now, these are abstract, as you can see.
They're ace.
We've
Love
got
the
the
Harlequins.
Harlequin, which is gorgeous. very good. And you'll find with the Harlequin that you can separate it. Although it's an aperture, it's a 5x5. These are huge dies now. It's you can separate out the Harlequin design.
Okay.
And then next to it, we've got the Rocky block, as you can see. Now, when I drew the Rocky block and the one next to it, the unravelled twine that's coming into view now, these two actually work together. And I shall, in the first demo, I shall show you what I'm talking about. But I drew them to overlay perfectly.
Okay, so if I hold these as well, this is what comes out as well.
Yeah,
so you've got
this is the whole idea.
the in and the out.
You can use them in a setting like that, in a paper cut. So that's the white on black, black on white.
Got it.
Or you can just snip this out, which is great.
Okay, if you hold that one, I'll swap. Yeah.
And you'll see here, for example, you can snip or you can keep it in as a background, which is really cool.
Oh, it's phenomenal design. And then the Harlequin.
The same with the Harlequin.
Yeah.
So here, this is the cutout piece, which is brilliant for overlaying.
Yeah.
And then we've got it actually in here too. So you know, there are so many possibilities and options. It's superb.
So possibilities and options on how you use them anyway, but also how you employ them in how you craft. So if you're a card maker, brilliant, tick the box. If you're a scrapbooker, a journaler, if you're into your mixed media, your canvases, your palette, whatever it might be, you can build the instant art, as you said, just before the show to me.
It really is.
Yeah.
And you'll find when you start to use them and start to play with them, you know, the elements and the little pieces of them really start to become useful.
OK, so start banking these savings. Don't quite get the one-day special yet. You've got your £10 saving there on that with your one-day special, because we've got a big bundle which includes everything that works together with a complete saving as a Freedom member, worked out at around about £36. It's a brilliant saving in total.
Great,
so bank that 10 so far. Then we've got the bundle of stamps and stencils together.
So we've got the same designs but in stamp and stencil. Now, if you've already got, because I know that the two that I drew, the entwined and the Rocky block, they've been around for a little while. If you've got those, don't worry about getting a second set of stencils. The saving is well worth it.
Okay.
And the other thing is, and again, I do this myself, these are great for actually, with the stencil, for actually cutting out of the frame, so you've got a flimsy bit.
Okay,
so even if you've got it like this, what you want to do as well is cut this bit out, because it's great for dragging paste through without having that border.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So they're 7x7 stencils, and then the stamps are beautiful. There's the design of the stamp.
Yeah,
really,
chunky, heavy stamps, good quality,
chunky,
award-winning stamps. Yeah.
Like so, really, really lovely, top quality
British
stamps.
polymer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really
you know
good
the
and
way.
thick.
Look at that.
Look,
we see you using them every day.
Stamp, isn't it?
That is.
And do you know what was really interesting? Because I watched Leonie, and she seldom uses mounts. Although we've got mounts on the show, she tends to just use bits.
Yeah, rolls with it. I love
and
that.
I found when I was using these abstract stamps, that was exactly how I was using it. And because they're so thick, you don't even need. You know, I was using the acetate that they come on, and that works beautifully. But you can sort of roll them around and use parts of them. Really
that's
nice.
so cool to be able to bend them round shapes and things. Because remember these quality stamps.
Especially with the canvas, it's great to be able to push into the back of the stamp.
I like it. OK, so we can see loads of artwork later on as we go through the show. But you've got the big bundle of 3 here. We want to show you the whole main bundle of collection here together. So you've banked a saving of £10 on your one-day special. You've got a saving of £5 here on your bundle of stamps and stencils together. All the 3 designs again with that wonderful Harlequin starting over here. And your price on screen is there with the item number to get these separately. However, we've also got the sticker sheets. Now,
so if you buy this lot...
You've saved £15 so far,
right, okay.
You've banked 10, you've banked 5, you've got 15 so far, OK?
Cool.
Right, so you've got your sticker sheets here. Now,
these
Barbara, I could almost hear you when I was reading through these. I could hear you in my head saying these words.
I do, and if you read my blog or you follow Clarity, then you'll know one day at a time, easy does it. These are the sort of the little barbarisms that I use a lot. And they're very uplifting, they're very positive, they're sort of life sayings, you know. And if you like my turn of phrase, then you'll enjoy these little stickers.
OK, well, we love them.
There are loads of them. There are over 400 of them.
As we come in close, we can see all the memories and phrases and things that bring back, you know, we think, oh, yeah, I remember Barbara saying that. Oh, she says that loads, you know. Spread the love, enjoy, you know, dreams come true, #Clarity Rocks, have a great day.
So lots of really kind of generic ones that you can use, you know, like not happy birthday, but birthday wishes and hugs and kisses and things like that. But then there are, look, it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it.
Don't go
there. Keep it in today. Don't go there. I used to say that a lot. Don't even go there. Let's take it one step at a time. Less is more. I've said that a million times. I've had £1 for every time I said that. Do good Do good, feel good, be good.
Brilliant.
Nice.
They're all brilliant, these ones. So there are 2 different sheets, and you're getting, of course, you've got the black and the white as well.
Yeah,
so you
get
get
8 altogether.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've got 4 of each. There are 2 different sheets of designs,
2 different
and you've
colourways.
got two.
Yeah.
So 2 black, 2 white, 2 black, 2 white.
Yeah, it's quite clever the way it's split up, actually. So go for it. It's 476883 if you want to get the sticker sheets on our own. But they are included in what we're calling the big bundle of everything, because as a Freedom member, you also get another saving off that main big bundle. So here's the complete collection.
Yeah, it's good.
We have got it for $89.90 for you to get everything that you've just seen. 3 flexi-buy payments on that as well to spread the cost for you, making it $29.97. You've saved yourself all the way along the way. However, as a Freedom member, push it down even more to £80.91 for everything that you see there. So once you've banked all your savings, you should have a figure of £37 in your head. So when we say the one-day special saves you £5, or this introductory price saves you sort of £10 here, forget that. On the main bundle, it's 37.
And when you work out £37, right, because of the 10 and the 5 and then the 12 and then 36 and then the Freedom saving, right, £36. Those big dies in the one-day special are £20 each, so you're pretty much getting 2 of those free.
It's very good.
That's
very good.
If you look at it like that.
So you're not paying for 2 of those huge dies.
And even if you're not a Freedom member, because I was grilling a little bit last night, because I was trying to work out, OK, so that's an extra £9.
Yeah.
When you go to the checkout, you can join. You don't have to be a member forever. Just join.
Yeah, hop on and hop off.
And then hop off. Hop on the bus, hop off the bus, just for the £9 savings.
Yeah, no contract. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's perfect. No contract or anything. Now, it's big. Over 85% of this has already gone. Sorry to hit you with that, but get it now. Get it now, seriously. You can't really wait around for it at all. A big saving like that, just to reiterate, £36 is your main saving on the main bundle when you bank all your savings. 277528 is your item number to order it now. The deal of the day is very relevant to your demonstration last night, Barbara. These are very special to your heart as well. 12 inches by 12 inches on the paper pads, 192 sheets in total, and they're all so gorgeous. Usual price £71.96, but you're basically not paying for one of the pads, and it's a saving of £18. It's heavy. When you pick them up, you realise the value you're getting here for £53.96, and that gorgeous piece of artwork behind us, Barbara, you can actually, funnily enough, just see it, so we'll grab it now. The deal of the day price is on item number 508728 to order now. Lots of people going for this already. It's a good chance.
I think so, yeah. We've had a very popular morning with it. Because in its essence, you're buying 3 and you're getting the 4th one free.
Yeah, it's
brilliant. There you go. And they're really cool. And I just wanted to show you, this was the opening demo that I did last night. And you can see here, this is using, on the back is a 12 by 12 canvas. Yeah. And I've used from the Rainbow River, this one.
Rainbow River was it? Okay.
This is how it just goes so beautifully with these dies.
It's just like you say with the dies, they're instant artwork, they instantly fill a space. With the papers, it's instant backdrop as well. I'm going to be really selfish and look at the Shenandoah more in detail because it's one of my favourites, but this is how they made them, Barbara. You've made these page by page.
They are. The way they work is these are like landscapes, and the thing about having the large... Do you know what might be a good idea?
Yeah,
Can we do this?
Oh, yeah, top down.
Overhead, like that, right? And then if we do this, then what you can do is you can see, that's better, and you can see here that you've got a large expanse. So, for example, if you're taking a piece of artwork, I haven't got anything to hand, but you can move it around. Let's take the die, and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah.
So when you take the die, you see the background changes. You've got so much, you've got 4 in one. And one of the reasons that, let me explain why we even started, that's a good idea, well done.
Thanks,
one
Paul.
of the reasons that we started, here we are, look, with the 12 by 12s was so that, say this is a 6 by 6. If I wanted to do an insert, let me show you this. If I take, look, you see all these beautiful...
Oh, they're lovely,
These are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah.
So let's take this one, for example.
It's a good one, that. It's one of my favourites.
Right?
Yeah,
this has got a really nice landscape in it. Let's just take it out because I'm going to, right? And then if I can decide now, if I want, what do I want the front to be? That's quite nice, isn't it? But because they're double-sided, I can turn it over and I can do it more muted, depending. You see, and you can go really dark, you can go light, depending on who you're sending it to. But let's say that that's going to be the inside. So then, because it's a black card, it's like, well, what do you do with that? If we take this, ideally I'd score it, right? But you'll see, on a 6x6 card, if I do this with the 12x12, obviously you don't even need O-level maths to work this one out. If I do that like so, and I pop them in there, and I just trim that back now,
what
it's my instant card there. Do you see?
Yeah.
And I've got the other one.
Totally different on that side.
On that side, if I want that. And then I cut that off. This is a little bit on the dark side, but it looks really dramatic. Look,
yeah, if that's what you're going for, yeah.
So you've got 4 different options, and that's not including if you want to. And then the thing is, right, this is the thing, if that's the inside of the card, when you turn it open, you've got a really nice insert in there too.
Yeah, it works well, doesn't it?
So that was the main reason why we expanded it to a 12x12, so that with the aperture cards, you've got an instant... which is great, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't think of a better day, because the dies that we're using there are the one-day special.
Which work on the 6x6 because they're a 5x5.
Exactly, yeah. And then the one-day special is teamed up with the deal of the day as well, where you're buying 4 pads but you're only paying for 3.
You'd think we thought about it.
Yeah, it does all work, doesn't it? It works together. So get your pads with the one-day special today, and you've got 3 flexies as well, so you can spread the cost over 3 months when you get them. These now, today, with your one-day special.
And we're going to actually use them in the first demo. So that's as if by chance.
Yeah.
What a
Everything's by chance,
isn't it?
yeah.
Planning. Right, so let me show you. If I... The demonstration that I wanted to show you was this one, because I did say that those 2 dies, they go together. And if you look at this, you'll see that it sits on top, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we've taken a 12x12, we've cut it back, we've layered it up. But in actual fact, these 2 dies, they work together. So you've got the rocky block, you've got these 2 now. If you look, this die is that bit there.
Yeah.
Do you see? And then this die is that bit there.
So working together, they give
so
a great
they're now
effect,
working together to create that pattern. Okay, so let me show you how. Can I show you how they how you line them up?
Yeah, definitely.
What I did was I did it again, but I did it in a different colourway to show you. Look, isn't that nice?
Okay. Again, very effective.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So again, I'll show you. So I'll show you how to get this in the right place, because what's important is that it sits in the right place. So the first thing we're going to do is take, on the show as well, we've got the card blanks. So I'm going to take a 7x7, right? A 7x7, and they're scored but not folded. So I'm just going to make sure that it's exactly right on how I want it before I start. Right, so we'll do that, and then we'll open it up again. Now, let me think. So this is the front.
Yep.
So that's the front. So now what I'm going to do, if this is the front, I want to put this one on the front. And I'm not too concerned, okay, so this is the front, and I'm not too concerned about the waist. We're not going to trap the scrap like we did last
we're not,
time.
yeah, okay.
No. So, but we want this to be bang in the middle. So if I do this, I can't guarantee this is going to be bang in the middle. So the trick is to take a ruler and a pencil. I'm going to grab the pencil from over here.
Comes with
it comes with the...
Your craft card blanks.
It comes with the craft card blanks. Why?
It's lovely quality
because
craft cards.
just give us a piece of that.
Yeah.
So I want to show you. The reason is because it works so beautifully. Look, it works beautifully on black. It works beautifully. And I've got a thing about blue and white pencil work on craft card. I think it just looks so pretty. So so that's why there's a pencil in there, Pergamano pencil. So what we're going to do now is make a cross here, allowing for the pencil width, and this is going to position. This is going to help us, because you can see it. It's going to help us position the. It's got to be exactly in the right place, otherwise this won't work. So they're going to overlay, aren't they? Right, that'll do. So now when I put this in, if I line this up here,
all your corners,
all my corners. Then I know it's going to be in the middle, right? Now I'm happy.
Very good.
That works. Okay, so once I've done that, I've got to run that through the machine. So, do our dies work with any die cutting machines? So we just pop that in there. I'm going to, top tip from Dee, we're using the poly bag to protect the plate.
Yeah, if we could tip
that
that to
works
protect the
really well.
plates.
Then the frosted, then the magnet. So you just work out your sandwich depending on which machine you're using.
Yeah, okay. Depending on which machine you've got as well. These are
Yep.
thin metal dies, as Barbara, you just said. These work with normal machines that you might have at home.
So it works really well. The dies are a very good quality ours. They've got this blue coating.
Yeah. Easy release, like it's
Easy
lovely.
release,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
However, having said that, I did work out a little trick where you trap the scrap, where you spray the dye with water and it holds all the bits in place, which
lovely.
works really
Okay.
well, yeah. So we'll just take this off and then we'll just take this away, and now what we'll see is that this will be exactly in the right place. I'm optimistic that this will work. It's always on live TV though. Right, so there
So we're
you go.
not worried about
that's
the
out.
Wednesday, yeah.
And if there's a couple, see those little tiny, there's just a couple of little monkeys there, and they need to be pricked out.
Just make sure you get your proper cut next time. They're only tiny,
There
but
you
yeah,
go. But
perfect.
it's so that you get the right cut next time, because I know that. See, now, so all these bits, they just fall out, and so we've got that, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I'll just get rid of this.
So on another day we might trap that
you
waste
could
and
trap
use
the scrap.
that, but not today, not
On
for
the
our
6
project.
o'clock show last night, I hung on to it.
Right.
And I showed, well, that's how I
Okay,
did that.
that's what we've got there.
That's how
Yeah,
I did that.
yeah. You can watch that again on Rewind, which is on Hochanda.com.
Now, so we've
Catch
got
up.
that. Now, let me think for a minute. I've got to get my thinking cap on. So I've got that. So let's think it through. If that's the front, right, now the next thing I want to do is put this in, don't I?
Yes.
So this is going to be, let me just get the order right, because this is going to be, see, you can see, can't you, how that sits in there. Do you get it?
Yeah, the shapes are really
The
working.
shapes are made
But
to
you've got to
fit.
make sure you cut it right, though, so that's
Right.
why you're thinking.
So now, if it's obvious, you just hold it like that and take that out, then I lift that up, then I know that that's going to be there
Yep.
for this to fold over.
Got it.
Right, so take that out of the way, trick with a pencil again.
But you've moved your die to the side carefully, you haven't rotated it or
that's
anything,
it,
we're not
so
messed
I know
around.
exactly.
Once you've lined it up.
Now,
we're-
the lines, they come off with an eraser anyway, don't they? So that's no sweat.
And don't just mark the middle with a tiny cross. We want the four
Yeah,
corners
this is
here.
a 5 by 5 inch
to
die,
help me
substantial.
line
We've
it
got
up.
to find it. See, so now I know that this. See, I'd never get it perfect. There's no way.
No.
Right, so let's do that now, and I've shunted that across. So I just need a little bit of masking tape again, and then we'll go again.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So now we'll go again.
This is the one-day special that we're using at the moment. Details are on your screen for actually the complete collection, because the one-day special is part of that. The complete collection comprises the one-day special, a set of stamps and stencils, and the sticker sheets as well. We are approaching limited stock on this big bundle at the moment. So, because you might think, oh gosh, that seems a bit extravagant, I'll just get the one-day special today, which you can, you know, you get your £5 saving and everything there, £10 saving there, but when you get that complete collection, it's working out technically as a £36 saving if you're a Freedom member, and you're getting so much as well. And it's on 3 flexi-buy payments as well to spread the cost over 3 months. It's £26.97 today, and then 2 more payments of £26.97 if you are a Freedom member, which we hope you are. 277-528 to order.
Hang on. Other
Nearly
way
limited.
round. Sorry, I was listening.
I took my eyes off you for a second.
I
Barbara.
know, you're all right, I'm on it.
Okay.
Like a car bonnet.
Yeah. Is that on the sticker sheet somewhere?
Probably.
Yeah. The barbarisms here, the lovely words sticker
Right,
collection.
I hope this works.
Oh,
I've got
it will.
some. My head is like a washing machine. So then we're going to go through, click, click, click,
Yeah. Happy. All the way through. Or reverse it.
and
yeah.
then I'll reverse it.
Yeah, you will. Okay. Because
I
we're only
can.
cutting that side.
Yeah.
And you can.
Well, also because it's hanging
Yeah.
out the back.
Yeah, yeah. You
I
don't want to squish it.
because just now I went through it, it didn't make a blind bit of difference.
Yeah, but if he's hanging over the plate, you want to watch it sometimes. You want to be careful. Trial and error.
I hope that I hope. Well, here we go.
Yeah, I love that. Here we go.
What's the worst that can happen? That's what we say.
You
Isn't
give
it?
us all encouragement, Barbara, because there's no point in, you know, coming on the TV saying, look, only I can do this, and
Are you
know,
kidding
it'll
me?
be,
I'll put
you
it
know,
another way. If I can do it, you can do it.
you see.
I'm a stamper, right?
Yes.
To me, stamping is like
Yeah.
putting on a really comfortable pair of shoes.
Yeah, and we can.
I am not a dye person. In fact, until we started designing the dyes,
Yeah,
I
the fresh
never bothered. I never could see the point of them.
Yeah. But they open up so many
the
opportunities,
aperture dyes.
don't
There
they?
you go. That's nice and clean.
Thank you. It's there.
The aperture dies are what do it for me, because I always loved paper cuts. I always thought paper cuts were brilliant.
Yeah,
you know.
the time
Spent a lot of
involved
money
in,
on
like, you know,
beautiful designs as well. You know, when you like Rob Ryan, there's some fantastic paper cutting artists out there. So this one is a little bit more delicate, so we're just gonna, but I mean that's not bad, is it?
So nice, yeah.
Right, so if you show off the design.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to borrow this piece of white paper here.
That's it.
There's our 2 die cuts. I'll hold the paper over most of the die cutting so that you can see the shapes and the patterns. They are matching up, or should layer up, but I want to leave that reveal to you.
Don't we?
No,
we hope
here we
so.
go.
So now that's the back and this is the front. Can I just borrow that so we can see it?
Yeah.
Right, and then when I lay that over here, you'll see that it sits in there. Absolutely good enough for me. Okay, good enough for me. That's perfect. So then the idea is it's got to be sandwiched. So what we'll do now is take a glue runner, and this is the best way to do it. We'll just take a glue runner and we'll go as tight. What we want to do is be able to trim it at any point, so like at any width. So to do that, I'm going to use the glue runner all the way round, but like completing the edge. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So this will work well. Right, so I know it looks like a bit extravagant, but it's going to be a beautiful piece of artwork.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I often think the money I spent. Someone says, "Oh, do you know this card cost me 36 quid to make?" It's like,
yeah.
Do you have any idea how much it cost me?
Yeah.
Right. So now that will sit beautifully on there.
Wonderful frame.
And you can see how the design in the background, it exactly works on the front. If it's a little bit, what I could have done is put a little bit of glue here and there, but I'll do that now when I attach it to the main frame. Yeah. So if you wanted to, you could also, I'm not going to do it now because it's enough's enough, you could run it through the machine to flatten it.
Okay,
right?
yeah,
really good.
just to give
then
it a...
Then you take your eraser and you just let go, just get rid of the pencil on the outside. Right, so we do that.
Not a problem.
Okay, so then now enter the designer paper.
Yes,
so
I've chosen Indian Summer for you, but you can swap,
so you can take, for example, this is lovely. And now you can decide...
Very nice design on the black card, that works. Yeah.
Where you want to put it, you see?
Yeah.
So you can decide whether you want it on this side, whether you want to move it down. You can pick exactly what kind of colour you want. Or you can use the softer colour, like the bright yellow.
Oh, yeah, that's a
too.
totally different effect, isn't it? With the black card on the yellow. It's like a glowing lantern.
And the thing about this is, let me show you. Here's one I did earlier.
Okay.
Right? So here's the same thing again. And you'll see, all I did at this point was trim this back. Now, because I put the glue runner all over, it's like a laminate. I can cut it right back to there, and it makes no difference whatsoever. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, it's all safely
so, for example,
encapsulated.
I'll take a little trimmer. I'll show you what I'm getting at.
So this is the one that we just did now, with the three strips of the glue runner.
And I can cut it back. And when I cut it, oh, I hate this.
But you know that's a solid frame,
right? But there's no, there's no gap. It goes
nice,
all the way
clean,
through.
and you know that's glued down. So it's like one sturdy piece of card. You just created out of two, and you know these are quality pieces of card as well because they are the card blanks from Clarity as well. So you've got the black, the white, or the craft with the pencil, and you get all the different sizes as well, pre-scored.
Exactly. And so that's one way of cutting right through to the edge. But you can see how that worked.
Yeah.
Now, so that was why I was a bit extravagant with the
glue runner. The deal of the day is the papers, by the way. So you won't be paying. Do you fancy not paying for the Indian Summer pad? Yeah, because that's practically how it works out. You buy the Northern Lights, you buy the Shenandoah, you buy the Rainbow River, and then you get the Indian Summer or one of them for free.
You get your favourite one free.
Yeah, let's call it the favourite one. So you buy 4, but you only pay for 3 of the pads. That's on the deal of the day, which launched this morning at 7 a.m. and already it's busy.
It was really busy.
Yeah.
There is a method in our madness.
Yeah, it all works together.
It works together with these big dies. So what I did here was, let me see, I took this one out of the Northern Lights. So you can see what I've done is I've taken this from the Northern Lights, right, and I've mounted it on a 7x7, just trimmed it a little bit. So that's going to be the background for this. You see what I'm getting at? Now, this bit and this bit's still good. You've still got a 5x5
still usable,
insert, haven't you?
Yeah.
Definitely 5x5 insert.
We can
good to
measure it
go.
with a card
We
blank,
know.
yeah.
7 plus 5 is definitely 12.
Yeah.
So there's your card blank, there's your insert. And then this bit here, what I did with that, I thought, because our black card's always an issue, I put it on the inside, right? And that's where I'm going to write.
Oh, that's very good. It leaves the space to stamp or to
you
write
can
or
write with a
stick
white pencil
yeah.
too, can't you? But a nice black pen, look, it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. So
Most
I've put
things
a sticker on there.
Most
I
things
think
that are
so.
worth it are tough.
And then this, the way to attach this is very simple. We're just going to turn over to the back, okay. And then we're going to put the glue run around the outside, so we can do that too. Just put the glue runner, we've left enough of a gap, this is going to be pleasantly easy, right. So we'll do this. And then we've got a glue from Pergamano called Perga Glue, funny enough. I know, as if by magic. And this is great, because now I've got both layers here.
This should be on the show.
And what I can do, let me just get the...
I saw it on the list anyway, so
right,
we should be able to flash up
and what we're going
details.
to do now, just to...
Here it is.
What this does is, it just attaches, you just randomly, you can see it, obviously, because it's white.
Right, so it's a very good strong glue, but you can get in there with precision as well.
And you don't want to go mad, because otherwise it squishes. You know, do the old mayo trick with the club sandwich. Right, so we'll just add a little bit, Matt, like this.
The bundle is on the left-hand side of your screen. It comes with the round brush number 2 and also the Perga Soft. So it's a nice little accessories kit, that. 033002 to order it now.
And the thing about this is, you've got to kind of take your time. The glue won't dry until you're ready. But if you go too fast, then you'll struggle to add it afterwards.
Okay.
You know, how are you going to do that? So
okay, so take your time now. It's all in the investment of time.
Doesn't look like as much over this side, so let's add a little bit there, because that one looks a bit floppy. But that'll be held down by that one, because there's 2 layers going on here, aren't there?
Yeah, remember that.
Right, so then we'll go like that, we'll turn this over. We've got our
remember
cards,
the tape heads around the edge as well here.
Which way round you want it, because this is a... You can pick what's the top and what's the bottom, can't you? And we'll do the 2-finger trick, so we can see exactly where it's lining up. We'll place it down. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. We'll
press that with a nice sheet of A4 copy.
Nice.
And what a card, but coming together thanks to the one-day special, which comprises in the main bundle and also the deal of the day. We just need to pick a barbarism now, a phrase, some words off our sticker sheets that are also in that big bundle.
So, depends entirely. Is somebody not very happy? Is somebody struggling at the moment? Don't worry, be happy, dance that dance. It will be okay. I like that one.
It will be okay.
It will be okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I say that a lot. It will be okay. It will be okay. It will be okay. There we go. It will be okay.
In so many different ways and walks of life. It does say
because
it
look,
all.
there's this chaos going on in here.
Yeah.
Like a real washing machine head.
Yeah.
But it'll be okay.
It'll be okay. I like that.
I
Down
tell
on
you
the
what, my
bottom
favourite.
right.
What do I say every single day of my life?
You say
This
teamwork,
too shall
teamwork
pass.
makes the dream work. But
Teamwork makes it. That's on here for sure.
Yeah.
This too shall pass. That's my big one. This too shall pass. There you go. And I could send that to lots of people.
Yeah,
This too shall
yeah,
pass.
definitely.
The good and the bad.
But of course, Barbara, it's a wonderful demonstration. It brings together the deal of the day and the one-day special, and the big bundle is inclusive of the one-day special as well. That's why we've got details for the big bundle on the left-hand side of your screen. That's the most popular choice, and a lot of people have gone for it, which means it's teetering on the brink of limited stock at the moment. Have a look at the website just while we refresh here, and you've got things like your sticker sheets involved in your one-day special with your main bundle. You've got the big bundle there. There it is. See the price crossed out, okay? 101.90, and see the actual price, 89.90. Yeah, see that? Forget it. Yeah, forget that, because it's actually a bigger saving than that. Forget 101.90. All of those items together at their original prices would have been more than 101.90. They would have been £36 more than 89.90 when you include your freedom saving as well, actually, on that. So they would have been £36 more than about £80. So this is the one-day special officially now. You've got these 3 cards up at the top here, giving you 3 beautiful examples of the artwork that you can create. And what sort of crafter are you? Are you a card maker? Are you into your mixed media? Are you into your messy craft, your maybe canvases as well. Well, these are perfect, we say, see if you agree with us, on all of those counts. Whatever type of artist or craft you are, these are brand new fresh cut dies with a £10 saving. They are 5" by 5" aperture dies as well, which is perfect for your 12 by 12 pads and your 6 by 6 pads, whichever way you play it. And this is a £10 saving. But don't buy the official one-day special. I love saying that when we've got a big bundle in, where the one-day special is great, it's brilliant, it's got a good saving as well of £10, but we also have the big bundle which includes all of this. And these stencils and stamps play a part in that too. You've got that wonderful Harlequin design again just here. All in a 7" by 7" stencil, and with the clear stamp that goes with it, the quality. So all of these 3 in the bundle are included for you again. They are there. It's called the Harlequin set, but you get all 3 with £5 off. £39.94 normally today if you're not using FlexiBuy, but if you are using FlexiBuy, you can break that cost up. 332,971 to get it on 2 FlexiBuy payments. But don't do that, because you've got the sticker sheets here as well, and those are included in this big bundle, as well as being singly available today for £11.99. You're getting 460 stickers in total. The way they work out is you've got 2 different designs of sheets, one design sheet here and another design sheet there with your words and phrases. The way they split up is you get 2 in the white and 2 in the black of one design, and then 2 in the white and 2 in the black of the other design. So there are 8 sheets in total, 4 black, 4 white. Now this works out as for free if you are getting the main big bundle, because you'll save yourself the value of that sticker set, £12 or so. £89.90 then is your price, with a £12 saving on the big bundle. But wait, join Freedom. And if you think, well, hang on, Freedom's £6.97 and I'm not sure I want to be doing that today, I'm not sure if I'll be ordering anything else, it pays you back in this one purchase to join Freedom. So you save more than your Freedom membership, and then some, because you've got to factor in your delivery as well when you join Freedom. So pushing your price down to £80.91 with not 2 but 3 FlexiBuy payments. You can spread the cost over June, July and August. So it's £26.97 today. It sounds silly, doesn't it? Limited stock. You say, see, a deal this good. You see, you're thinking, oh, well, okay then. It's bound to be limited stock, and it is officially limited stock now. We only launched with it last night at 6, and this is only our first show of this morning, so you can tell its popularity. The item number, all importantly, is 277528, and you'll get the one-day special, the stamps and the stencils, and the sticker sheets. And your savings, once you've banked up all your savings, £36. I know. Take a look at this lovely video of some of the artwork from the team.
Moving over to CCA.
The 14th of July is going to be the 14th of July. This is the craft along we're talking about with Barbara that is coming up next month. The craft along is a brilliant concept, isn't it?
June already, what is going on?
I know, don't. Don't, it's scary. But the craft along concept, it's wonderful when we're watching at home and we see you using something and think, oh, I like that, I'm going to buy that.
Yeah.
But then it's even better to have the kit ready and then watch the craft along for 2 hours. And then be able to follow along using what Barbara's using on air. That's the craft along concept.
That's the whole idea. And I think that there's a big difference between sitting at home and watching with your cup of tea and your biscuit and actually rolling your sleeves up and getting involved. And the opportunity here is to purchase the kit that I'm going to use, or Leona uses, or any of us that do the craft along, but I'm on the 14th of June. Purchase this. Get it home to you. There'll be a list of all the things that we're going to do included. We'll get that going as well. right? And then you'll know exactly what you need. I'll let you know what we need, and then we'll sit down and off we go.
I love the idea, love the concept, and you'll find out more on the website as well. You can see the bundle here in front of us that you're getting today with an £8 saving. £8 off it to get the bundle today. But of course on the website, Hochanda.com, have a look at Craft Along, because you've got the Craft Along shop where you've got, like you say, all the other stuff.
It's a 2-hour session.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's a 2-hour session, and everything that, and what I'll do is as well, closer to the time on my blog and on Facebook, I'll start saying, right, if you're crafting along, this is what you're going to need. Make sure that you've got all this. Yeah, so it'll be fun.
Okay, so in this bundle, it's a great value as well. You've got your sticker sheets down here, Barbara. You've got your dies and your stencil
really nice
over my side.
This is my friend, our good friend Mel Turner designed these dandelions. I think they're superb. If you look at the stencil, it really gives you a clue. Right, so you've got the stencil 7x7, like what we're using, what's on the show today. Then we've got that 4x4-inch aperture die with those beautiful. Again, you can cut them out. You can separate them. Same fresh cut, fantastic designs actually. Really nice. They'd work really well with that. They'd work really well with that Rocky Blocks die. And then up the top, you've got the stamps as well. So at the stamp end, we've got these beautiful individual flowers. And then I also suggested that we make texture stamps out of the designs. So these are just gorgeous. And you'll notice in this particular craft along, we took out the groovy. The reason we did that was because we did a craft along, and there was too much in the bundle, and a lot of people were saying, but I don't do groovy, and then other people were saying, I want to do groovy, I don't want the dies, blah, blah. And so in the shop, if you like these designs,
this is on the website.
We designed the two A6 plates, so you've got those beautiful groovy dandelion designs, but they're not in the actual craft along, but the designs are available for you.
If you want them. You see, I think the people that are into groovy probably, all right, it's dangerous to say this, but probably, because I remember when the groovy plate was included in the first craft along, so many starter kits went. And so many more people were saying, do you know what, I'll give groovy a go. And so many people reacted in such a positive way. But it's nice to have the choice.
I would say that nowadays 70% of Clarity's business is parchment. 70%. It was 80%. It's gone down a little bit because, of course, we've got the dies now.
Yes, of
so
course.
We're growing slowly. But parchment it's experienced a huge revival. But this is Barbara, and it's more stamps, stencils and dies, which is my speed.
We shall look forward to it. We can't wait already. We're counting the days. Did we say 14th of July? Forgive us if we didn't already say that. 14th of July. I think we started by saying that, actually, didn't we, Barbara? 14th of July is when we're doing the craft along. And they're usually in the afternoon, 2 or 3. I don't know.
2 to 4.
Was it 2 till 4?
And it's on a Sunday.
Okay,
if I'm hoping that the 14th of July is a Sunday. Someone check.
I think it is. It should be.
And it's lovely because we just get together, you and I, and one of the lovely presenters will be there crafting along with me. And what that does is it sets the pace for me, so I don't race. So it keeps it nice and calm for you. And I'll keep it simple.
Yeah. So if you're brand new to crafting and you want to just get into it, then brilliant.
I won't do anything that you couldn't do.
Okay, very inviting. I like that. So do order now. You've got your bundle here to get it ready for the craft along on the 14th of July, 2 till 4. 950347 is your item number to order it now. If you're into your groovy, you've got the plates available there as well for £11.99. Take a look at this video and it will give you an idea of some of the artwork as well. So that's the craft along. You'll find out more details on hochanda.com. And again, Barbara, you wanted to reiterate something, didn't you?
Yeah, I wanted to say that in the box, because I haven't quite worked out what I'm actually doing with you yet, there's not, last time there was a list of we're going to use right down to which colour ink pad. This time, I am not quite there yet, but we've got 6 weeks, and I will be, and you will find out, because it'll be all over Facebook and all over Hochanda, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, the modern day of the internet, we won't let you down at all. It will be okay.
Right.
So you've got your deal of the day here very, very quickly as well, so don't miss out on this. This is a very good day to get these. 4 12 by 12s. I remember when these launched, they were so busy, and they're consumable, so you'll always need more potentially. You're not paying for Northern Lights, okay? Pay for Shenandoah, Indian Summer, and the lovely, lovely fourth pad there, which I've forgotten. Yeah, there you go. It's called the Rainbow River. That's the one I always forget. But you'll pay for 3, but you'll get 4 pads on your deal of the day. And if I was struggling to hold those, it's because it's a lot of paper for your money. Go for them. So, Barbara, what we're doing now?
I was looking for Live Life in Colour because that's the one I used, but it doesn't matter.
I can find
it's
that
there somewhere, don't worry.
Yeah.
It's not a problem. I wanted to show you a trick.
There
to do a really... Oh, great. Just make a mental note of where it is. That's it. So can we have a look at this, please? Right, now you'll see beautiful, bright background. And I want to show you how to make that... So that's the centrepiece, isn't it, with a stamp. Simply the Harlequin stamped in black. But how did I do the background? And I want to show you something interesting. So there's a 6x6, there's a 5x5 cut to size. So that's the back, that's the centrepiece. Let me show you how I did this, because in Pergamano land, what we've got is these Dorso colours. Right, let's have a look at these. And what you'll find is, with the Dorso colours, these are really interesting. They're like wax pencils, wax crayons, but they work absolutely amazingly on card, not just on parchment. They work on card, on canvases, on board. For mixed media, these are a dream.
Yeah, they're a good go-to, these are.
So I want to show you how they work. Let me show you. We've got 2 different sets, lively colours and natural colours. They're a good price as well.
Oh, you get all of them as well. I mean, don't tell me about it.
You get the Dorso oil as well?
$20.99, you do get the Dorso oil, because the Dorso oil is like a key to getting all of these effects. So actually, whatever Barbara is about to do, you can do when you buy what's on screen, 606868.
So I'm going to use the brights, because I think we need a bit of brightness. And I'll use, you see here, I've used the blue and the yellow and the red. That's it. And then the other colours, they come when you blend. And so what I'll do now is, I'll just take this colour, watch, and I'm just going to scribble. It's like a wax crayon. I've got a bit of copy paper on the back. This is just 1 layer. And then I'm just going to scribble like so. Right, that'll do. Light colour first, maybe a bit of there as well. And then I think I'll go to the blue. Right, and as soon as I go over the top, you'll see, there you get a bit of green going, don't you? So that's easy. And then I'll maybe go to the red. Now, there's a method in my madness. If I go to red now, as soon as I overlap the, obviously I'm going to get some purples, aren't I?
Gives you that lovely blackcurrant colour.
I might go back to the blue a bit here. There you go. So I've covered that up. That easy. Now, before I start blending, let me take the smaller one, because one of the reasons that this card is easy on the eye, if you like, is because of the direction is in the... See, it's in the same place?
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll take the little one now, like so.
You follow your
and I'm going to follow my same... I'm going to follow my template. So here in the blue, I'll go like that. It's a bit random, but that's what I want. And then here, in the red, I'm holding the corner... Let's call the edges there. So I've got a bit more... And then I'll use a bit of that as well, right? And then maybe a little flick of yellow, just so
it does overlap a bit, just in the corner.
Right, so we've got those. So now we've got that. Now, let me just get my head together. What am I doing here? So I need now to blend this.
Yes.
And I've got choices, but I find that the paper towel is the best way to go. You could use a sponge, but the paper towel is ideal.
Fair enough.
Okay. So what I find is, if you go straight to the paper towel, this is Dorso oil. Brilliant gear.
Comes with the pastels, as we said.
But if you go straight to the paper towel, it tends to flood sometimes. So what we're going to do is put it on there, like so.
A little piece of fat foam to begin with.
This is a spot-on sponge.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And then I'm going to make a fold. I've been watching the Parchers, the way they do this, you see. So you make a kind of a, like that. Then I'm going to go in there, like so. I'm going to stick to the yellow colours, the light colours first. And you'll see, as soon as I go over this, it will start to blend. Watch, look. So as I get into the colours, you'll see how it goes really beautiful. This is fantastic for, look, so as I go up, see how it just changes it completely.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Do you know what's interesting is it's not water soluble. If you try to move this with water, like Ranger have got a set of crayons that are water based. These ones, they're not. Water won't shift them. Now that's not a bad thing to know if you're working on mixed media and you're flicking water at your work. It's good to know that this isn't going anywhere as you work.
Yeah, if you want it to go somewhere, brilliant, but if not, use the right product, as it were, and it's sort of just blending it in so nicely.
So this is the background, right, and this is the foreground. This is the bit that we're going to actually work on. See, so you've got that lovely background now. You can add more. See, mine is a little bit more opaque in the background, less white. It's up to you. But you've got this beautiful blend of these crayons. Let's take this one now. And again, I'm keep going to the sponge to pick up my
the Dorso oil.
Oil,
the Dorso oil comes with your Dorso crayons today, so you're getting 8 of one colour and 8 of another. So one set's bright, one set's more muted, like landscapey, but you're getting your oil included. 606868 to order. Really,
really good to use. And I know it looks a bit ropey at the moment, but it's not over yet, is it?
No.
I mean, you know, you've got to get in there and you've got to do the job. And what I wanted to show you, let's just get the colour, start to blend the colour a little bit first. Right, so once you've got this, then I can actually let me take the sponge. Have I got some on there now? Let's go for it. Right, and now I can start moving this across and I'll just flick out and I can use, right, and this makes the most beautiful background. Wait till so flicking out, we'll carry that colour through. There we go. Now we've got it. Hello. It's got a life of its own.
Yeah.
Right. So now, I know this looks really ropey, but it's the background.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine, because we're about to overstamp that with our Harlequin anyway as well.
And once you overstamp it, just hold that thought. You see, it's comical, really. I'm going to use a black archival or a radiance pad. Any of the good black ink pads will do the job. But you've got a really vibrant colour in the background. What you do need to do, though, is decide if that's it. You can't go back in after you've added this.
Yeah, this is now the final move. Once the stamp goes on, notice how useful the mounts are as well. If you've got hold of those before, if you're looking for those today, you'll find those on the show, hochanda.com.
So now we're going to take this and we'll stamp over the top of this. Do you know, it's hopeless trying to stamp black on... There we go. Now I can see... I've got a frame of reference to get the centre. Right. And then we'll just press on there because it's a big old stamp.
This is one of our stamps that coordinates with the one-day special today, and it's in the complete collection, which is at 95% of the stock gone on the complete collection.
Is it?
Which is how you get this stamp.
Right, so then we'll take that, go like that. So this is really nice now, like so. Right, and then a bit of project completion. So what we've got to do now, if I sit that on that, I want it to jump a bit better. So I'll take this, I'll take my black Sharpie pen again, and I'll just run down the edge, and this is a separator. So you go like this. But I wanted to show you these Dorso crayons because they are a real splash. You know, when you want that lovely...
Yeah.
That lovely...
to surround yourself with colour, basically.
Surround yourself with colour, absolutely. Yeah. And it's a really bright way. Now, I wanted a really rough edge, like, you know, like a rough, grungy background to go with the grungy stamp. But... and then we've got the sticker, you said?
Yeah, here I go, Live Life in Colour.
Let's have that one, right? So we're going to just block this so it's not, right, like so. And we pop that on there, take that, then we're going to stick that on there. We should wait till it's dry, but this will do. Right, so pop that in there like that. Live Life in Colour.
It's good.
Then we take that one. We pop
That's
it
how
on
quick
there,
that was.
like that, and like that. If you make some really nice notelets like that.
Really lovely set, that.
And now, when you look at it, it's not half as bad as you thought it was.
No, it's good. It's really good. We never doubted it. Never doubted it.
I did. Right, and then, one of the things I wanted to show you, because obviously you're asking, well, do I have to always work with a makeup sponge or a paper towel? No. If you take the mix mat, let me show you this. If you take the mix mat and you add some onto the mat, like so, and then you take a little bit of the Dorso oil onto here, this is where your blending pens come in and your paint. So let's take a paintbrush, right, and we can mix it up like this.
On the mix mats, you'll get one for water, one for oil, so you know which one's which.
That's it, so it's got oil on it here. So this is your oil one. And the thing about this is, you can leave it on there like a palette. And all you need to do is add a little drop of, if I don't use this, it doesn't matter. I'll just use what I need now, right? And if I take, for example, let me show you on a copy paper, it's like fantastic paint, look, right? So you can paint with it. And if I take my nibs, here we go, this is great, right? You know the blending pens with the
blending pens. We've got these, haven't we? I mean, we know we've been so busy on these before, so I'm sure everyone's got them at the moment.
You can get into real detail with these, right? So you just pick up the colour here, like this, the colour that and you can get really fine lines too.
Oh, very nice.
Right? The only thing I would mention, right, this is interesting, I found this out, if you'd think black archival's the way to go, if you use oil-based on black archival, the black will bleed.
Okay.
So, follow me here. What you need is a dye-based, a water-based. Do you remember I said oil makes this move?
Yeah.
So, you need, like, this is stamped now with a dye-based ink. Like Artistry, Adirondac.
Yeah. Dye, water-based, yeah.
And then, when you use this kind of oily ink on here, you'll see that this doesn't move it. It won't shift. Look, you can colour it in, you can go over the top of it. If I was to go on this, even with the driest, like that, right, this is as dry as a bone, you'll see, as soon as I go over it, in the name of art, look, it will start to move the...
Okay, the ink is moving, yeah.
So that's rubbish. So not black archival with the Dorso crayons, you go to the dye-based.
Okay, all right.
Okay, interesting. Found that out, wanted to share it.
Always. So it's that age-old thing about water-based and oil-based and solvent markers and water markers and things like that, permanent inks. We're going to rescue some time here, Barbara, because the time is about 5 minutes or so to go, which is probably long enough. Yeah, probably long enough to do this one little thing that we hoped that we could squeeze in. Don't forget that one-day special. You've got a saving of £10 on it. You've got a saving of £5 on the collection of stamps and stencils, and then you've got saving on the whole bundle of £12, where it's working out where you get the stickers for free, basically. And the big bundle is where it's at. The big bundle comprises the dies from the one day special, the stamps and stencils, and the sticker sheet. And with a Freedom membership price, it's £80.91. We are that close to selling out at the moment, which is very close. Yeah, about 97% of stock.
Right, you ready? Okay. Brushes.
Nice brushes.
I tell you what, if you haven't got these, you don't know what you're missing.
Yeah.
So we've got the stencil brushes, we've got the stencil. I thought we'd get the stencil out. I've got a little boy from the refact. Right, I think we've got enough time. How we fix the time?
Yeah, we're about 3 or 4 minutes, we're fine.
Okay, this is easy. Right, check this out. This is the one we're going to do now. Okay, where do you want to go? Help me out.
I'll hold that and you get on with what you need to do. There it is.
Right, so we've got the stencil card, and then we've got the stencil card 7x7.
Yeah.
Right. Stencil 7x7. There is a method in our madness.
Yeah.
Right, you make a hinge at the top. Just make a hinge, because that way you can check what you're doing as you go. Don't attach it on all 4 sides, the stencil, because then you're in a... It's
quandary. You want to be able to flap
easy.
it up and check it.
So then what you do is you go like that, get rid of those bits, take a piece of copy paper underneath, then you've got your dye-based inks. These are the ones that I was talking about. There's a mix and match on these. There's pick and mix.
Yes,
really
it depends on how many you want, but if you get more, you save more, put it that way.
Right, the brushes.
Nice
right, we've got a brush for each colour. There are 4 in the box. And then what we're going to do now, I've already got, so what we're going to do is just sweep through. So you just sweep through, sweep. Right, and you'll see, here we go, let's go up. Like so. I should have started with the yellow one, really, but you'll see immediately how quickly it starts to come together.
Effect, yeah.
Let's do the yellow one. Right. So yellow first. Always start with the light colour.
These stencils are in the big bundle, by the way, and you can also get them with the stamps.
Yes, and also, right, so you sweep with the brush. Now, the thing about the brush is, if you want it to be darker, you hold down. If you want a drop shadow, you just keep going in the same direction. And what will happen is, as the yellow hits the pink, you get a really lovely orangey colour, right? So let's go to the yellow. I want a bit of yellow over this side, let's say. Right, brush. So yellow. Then I'm going to go to the blue one. Right, Ocean Reef. Beautiful. So we've got golden turmeric, Ocean Reef and fancy fuchsia.
Okay.
Right, and then in this corner, I'm going to go blue. And if I sweep the blue up into the yellow, what you'll see is you're going to get a green, aren't you?
Details on the screen for your pick and mixing 5 of the artist drinks, and you're saving £2.46. But if you pick and mix 10, you can save more. It's £34.90 to get 10. We'll show that details
See
on the
how
left-hand
you can
side.
so quickly, look how quickly
Yeah,
it comes
so
together.
nice with drinks.
And when you hit the yellow with the blue, you get that drop shadow, and you'll notice I'm going in the same direction all the time. And then the pink, how are we doing for time? We're nearly there.
2 minutes.
All right, easy, easy. I could do a second one. Right, up we go. Right, and then if you go with the pink, pink, pink up into that one, great. Then you need your spot-on sponges. So you take one of your sponges, and then this
is what we use with our oil, these sponges.
You smear. So what you're doing is you're doing 2 things. You're smearing the ink.
So you're taking it off the
Taking it
stencil
off the stencil,
to get more of a shadow. Yeah,
it's
okay.
crisper.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes it crisper. Right, turn
Just
it
get that
around
line,
on the yellow.
extra line.
Right, that's it. So we're going to go like that. We get
The
a bit of
spot-on
green
sponges
going,
left-hand side
like
of the
that.
screen,
Bish, bosh, bish.
80 of them for £11.96.
Right, and then what's amazing is, like, how long does that take?
Oh, literally 2 minutes, if that.
If I take
But
this
look at how
off-
effective that is, using the artist drinks and the stencils from the big bundle.
Boom. Right, so there's that. We take that one, turn it round. I'm a couple of minutes away. Look, and you can see exactly how we got there.
Trim it,
I've
get your
got a plan.
black marker out again,
There's our
matte and
little
layer it
boy.
on one of the
I've got to
white,
use him.
the white card blanks that
One
are
of
in
the
with the
little
black
wee
card
boys.
blanks.
Here we go. And we can see through the stamp, and we can make it look like he's holding the whole lot.
Oh, holding the whole thing, the harlequin. Yeah, it's good.
And that's why it says, I've got a plan. It looks like I'm holding the whole lot up, but I have got a plan. Isn't that cool?
You could have chosen any stickers from the sticker sheet there as well, because you're getting 2 different designs, about 8 sheets in the big bundle of your sticker sheets in the Complete collection. Details for the deal of the day are at the bottom of your screen as well. Those stencil brushes came in really handy on that last
Brushes are really
demonstration.
useful. There are 4 in a box. There are 4 different sizes. You can wash them. I wouldn't. I'd just get loads more. These are stainless steel, so they don't rust.
They're good brushes.
And they're bamboo, so they don't rot. You'll find they work with paint, with ink. They're just a got to have.
We
In
love the
fact,
stencil brushes, and we've got the deal of the day there as well, available for today only. There's your stencil brush
my little
collection. Always just keep them for each colour. Just keep them. We've got to say bye-bye, but Barbara will be back, won't we, for another follow-up show at
1
1
o'clock, Paul.
Okay.
Bye.
Did you know you can continue watching Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for free, using your smart TV? It's just like watching us on your computer or tablet, only now we'll be on your large screen smart TV. Follow these easy steps to get your smart TV set up. Firstly, make sure your smart TV is connected to the internet, either through a wireless connection, if your TV supports it, or via the Ethernet port on the back of your TV. If you're not already connected, use your remote control and select network settings through your TV's menu and follow the instructions to set this up. Remember to have your router's password to hand, whether you're using a wired or wireless connection. This should be on the side or bottom of your router. You can always refer to your TV's help menu or instruction booklet for more information. Once you are set up, press the Smart Hub dedicated button on your remote. This will vary between brands, but it's usually located at the centre of the remote. This is where you'll find your internet web browser app. Select this to open and then type hochanda.com into the search bar, and this will take you to our website homepage, which includes our live broadcast and access to previous shows. So now you can watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV, whenever you feel crafty.
Hi, I'm Lucy from Sweet Poppy Stencils, the Craft Station Limited. We're a craft retailer and we specialise in stainless steel stencils. Our stencils are manufactured in metal. This allows us to have designs that are intricate. We also have new products coming on board, our craft bonds, our pole drops, and our acrylic paints are joining us. we've recently joined Hochanda and we're really excited. This allows us to demonstrate and show our products. We know customers like seeing the demonstrations, so make sure you tune in and don't miss the Sweet Poppy shows on Hochanda.
A very good morning to you. Here's Catherine with us. This is good, isn't it?
It is good, yeah.
Now, here at Hochanda, we're always pleased when we bring you new suppliers. We have many, many suppliers coming to us here at Hochanda, so it is such a privilege to finally bring them to air. And we're very, very excited about Picket Fence Studios. We've got Catherine, who's guesting the show today, but you're more than just guesting the show, aren't you, Catherine? You've had a big hand in choosing and looking into this particular product range.
Do you know what I did? Our lovely buyer Jo gave me the catalogue and said, you pick. So I went through, I went a bit mad to start. We had to narrow it down a little bit. So I've picked everything that's on today's show. So I've tried to give it a little bit of a mix. So we've got something quirky, something quite young and youthful, something floral. But I really like these, Janice.
Yeah, I like them too, I really do, and I think you have chosen perfectly, I really do.
Thank you.
And we're already busy. You've jumped ahead and got onto the website, so well done, and you're already checking out your baskets. Let's go through all the items we've got available for you. We do need to tell you that everything is on extended delivery. It's going to be dispatched from the 17th of June, so it's not long to wait, because it is, of course, coming from America.
It is. And there's a lovely story, isn't there, behind
Yes, there
the
is.
creator of Picket Fence Studios.
Yeah,
as
tell us
well.
about it.
Well, it's a lovely lady, and she was a teacher. And she liked to do her arty things and her crafting, but then found that she was struggling to find what she really wanted. She used to work on the road as well, stopped teaching in one place, went on the road, and then decided the best thing to do was to create her own range.
Perfect, absolutely
This is
perfect.
how it came about. So she got to create what she needed.
Isn't that lovely? And I think you're going to need them as well.
Yeah.
Right, your very first set, you have got your stamp and your die right here. You can see from the samples how fabulous these look. And that price as well, Catherine, saving £3 at £16.99 is an exceptional price. Remember, these are brand new today. Love these.
I know, and you know the nice thing about these as well, Janice, the fact that you've got the die with this particular one as well, then there's nothing to worry about with colouring. You can colour with your pens, you can colour with your pencils, you can colour with your inks, you could just spritz over the top, you could leave them black and white. So if you're a stamper but is a little bit frightened of colour, a little bit frightened of too much detail, you really don't need to be with these. And the fact that you've got the die as well, you know, sometimes we mask off the image and then we stamp, over stamp. Well, with this, you don't need to do that either, do you? Because you can die cut the image out, do your
Yes.
background, put it over the top. It looks as though it's been created with a mask.
It looks so professional. 10% of the stock of this has already gone. 10%. I love the way that when you cut these out with the die, that you have that white outline. I really
I like
that.
it as well. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. Now, my preference is to stamp and then die cut.
I was going to ask that.
Not everybody does it that way, but I think it's better that way, especially with these stamps. But we'll talk through that as we go through as well. She's brilliant because you see her leggings?
Yes.
They're solid, so you don't have to worry about colouring those in either, but you've got that little bit of highlight
Oh,
of colour in
right.
there, that little bit of light catch in there as well. But a handbag and a top you can colour in. It's so simple but so effective, and she's very on trend, I think.
She is. Well, I was just looking at the shoes there. There's no laces in those shoes, and that's very on trend at the moment. But of course, with your colouring techniques that you do, you could change what she wears to make her even more on trend if you want
You
to. Maybe
could.
put a bit of piping down her trousers.
certainly could.
Oh, we could chat all day about that. If you do want to get hold of this, 413-885, already busy, you're already buying that particular set. Now, you might want to hold your horses, because remember, if your basket comes to £60 or more, you can open up a flexi buy. We do have more available for you. So let's take a look at the next set. Now, when we were prepping for the show, Catherine and I were looking at them all. We're thinking, I don't know which one we would pick out to be our favourite, and I still don't know.
I can't pick. I really
I
can't.
really like this one, though.
I really like her as well, and at one point I think she was my favourite, and then
Yeah.
I kind of changed, but I don't know. I just love, genuinely, I love them all. I was so pleased with them when they arrived. I was not disappointed with what I saw in the catalogue when I saw the real thing. Brilliant. Now, she's very trendy again. She's got a floppy hat on. I love her big glasses, but you can see her eyelashes under there. She's got those... she's very pretty, isn't she?
She is. I love it. The camera. Perhaps she's at a festival.
Yeah.
We were saying she's a little bit like our Leone, but her name is Isabel. It's the girl die and stamp. I really like what you've done with the samples as well. I love the technique just at the front we're about to show, especially with the beads that you've got in there, or the jewels or the rhinestones that you've used. Really just adds that extra touch.
That's something we're seeing more and more of. In fact, I'm not going to give anything away, but I've got another show coming up in the not too distant future where we're going to have lots of things like that and use them on our card making.
Oh, can't wait for that.
It's a bit of a trend at the minute. I love the splashes in the background and the colours, but the little bits of sparkle and the little beads work really well.
Nearly 15% has gone of this set. We're only 5 minutes into the show. 15% of this stock has gone. £16.99, brand new today. Moving on, and again, maybe you can't choose, you don't need to have everything. Put it on a flexi buy and split the cost into two. Right, our next lady, she is beautiful.
She is beautiful. Now, she then became my favourite. After Isabella, then this was my favourite. I just think she's beautiful. And again, very easy to colour in. We're going to use this one, I think, probably in the first demonstration or part of the first demonstration. But she's so beautiful, and the fact that you've just got the face, then the hair can be coloured any colour you want. You've got lots of detail in there. You've got the little flowers in there as well. She could be a bride. She could be someone going to a prom. She could be, you know, a fairy. She could be. Oh, it could be me with flowers in my hair.
Do you know something? We were just they were just chatting about that.
That's why I said it, because I could hear her in the gallery.
And this is our Catherine. She is
I wish
beautiful.
I did look like that.
So do I. Oh, no, I wish you looked like that. I mean, I wish I looked like that. She really is superb, beautiful. I'm thinking about a butterfly in her hair or something.
Yes, and we've got a butterfly coming up as well, so you could take the butterfly from one stamp set into the other.
I like that. I really like these 4 effects that you've done there as well. Very, very good. You get the die and the stamp, £16.99. Remember, oh my goodness, a quarter of the stock of this has gone. We better hurry up down the counter so you can get to see everything. Many of you have shopped ahead and got on the website, so that is an excellent way to buy by going onto the web. Now here's Jordan, and again, the samples are fabulous.
I know. I can't, again, they're very serene, aren't they? There's something very calming about these. I love... You see, there's a butterfly on this one. She's got it on her finger there, but you could take that butterfly out and just stamp it separately on another card top, you know, with one of the other dies. If you didn't want the butterfly in at all there, with that one you could skip that out. You could blank that off on the stamp. We also have another butterfly behind. Can you see behind the neck there? Yeah. So that's very easy to use individually as well. You could have that butterfly landing on the flower that she's got in her hand.
Really like that.
You can have it just emerging from the water or out of the, you know, the flowers. You could stamp the flowers all around her, so she's just emerging from the flowers.
Is that what you've done with? Is it that something that looks like she's coming out of the water? I love that.
Because she's kind of cut off at her shoulders, it gives you that opportunity to sort of have her emerging from something. So she wants grounding, otherwise she looks like her head's just floating.
Okay.
So just ground it.
That is lovely. What a lovely sample that is. Again, I really like the way, the design and the drawing of the hair. So you've got the strands of the hair itself, but then you can add colour, you can add volume if you need to. It's quite extraordinary, isn't it?
Do you know what? One of the things I think drew me to these stamps, because I love messy updos.
Messy updos.
They've got messy updos.
I love that.
So that's harder to do a messy updo than you'd believe.
That'll be the next range. Messy updos by Picket
That's an
Fence.
idea.
That is. Keep that one for yourself.
I am. I'll keep that for now. I've got that. I'm going to patent it.
Messy updo. I couldn't really have a messy updo. I could have bedhead. Right. Quarter of the stock has gone. A quarter of the stock has gone for this duo. You get 4 stamps in total. Oh yes, because
you've got the sentiments in there,
as well. Excellent value for money. £16.99, 999 759. Moving on, we have got the coffee understands, and coffee really does understand.
It does for some. I don't like it.
Do you? Right, next, let's move on.
But I did the coffee show, and I did like a very mild coffee made in a proper coffee machine.
Oh, I remember that coffee show.
Yes.
It was hilarious. Catherine started the show as her own lovely bubbly self. It just got manic. The more coffee that Catherine...
I'm not a coffee drinker. I find it very difficult. If it's from a jar, I just can't.
Right.
But actually, I was converted that day. It wasn't a lie, but it had to be mild.
I wish that programme was still available to watch.
But I do keep thinking of these 3 o'clock mornings. Maybe I should have an espresso.
Maybe. Well, if you know somebody that likes coffee, if you know someone that's into the coffee culture, this is going to be a perfect set for you. You're getting the die and you're also getting the stamp sets.
You are, and this is a lovely set. Despite the fact whether I like coffee or not, it doesn't matter because I absolutely love this set. Again, it's very quirky, very trendy. You've got the glasses on the girl there as well. It could be a hot chocolate in a cup. It doesn't have to be a coffee, but you've got the sentiments in there as well. You've even got the little coffee stains, and there's a die that cuts those out in the die set.
Stains.
The coffee stains, yeah.
Who knew that would be so trendy?
So you've got the girl, you've got the mug, you've got the smaller cup, you've got the one with the lid on, what do you call them? The beaker with the lid on. And you can also cut out the little coffee stains as well.
I love that. And I love this sample again at the top with the girl on repeat. That is a great idea.
Well, that is so easy to do as well because you just cut her out. Well, it's stamped in different colours and then just die cut and overlapped.
That is great. Love that.
And that's all it is. Everybody can do that because, look, there's no colouring. It's just different coloured inks.
Did you use a masking effect?
You don't need to because you can die cut the girl and just overlap her.
Ah, right.
So you don't need to mask it off.
Perfect.
If there was no dye with her to get that effect, you'd need to mask off.
Isn't that brilliant? £20 and 68. You're saving £7.30 as a Freedom member. You've got the freedom to go for this. You really have. And if you're not a Freedom member, head to the website. And why don't you become a Freedom member? There's some great discounts today for Freedom members. We've got discounts on this show. We've got discounts on Ali's show as well, coming back at 11 o'clock today. And I believe there's a Freedom discount on the Clarity show as well. So today's the day. The teddy bears have the... No, today's the day to become a Freedom member. Now, this is your African succulent. This is your...
Aeonium, I think it's pronounced.
Yes, Aeonium, which is a beautiful succulent, normally in a dark crimson red or green, but of course you can use any colour to flourish this.
You certainly can. Do you know what I really like about this stamp and what drew me to it as well? Not only is it a beautiful big stamp, and there's a lot you can do with it, I love the fact that it's already not a whole plant.
Yes.
It's kind of cut off on the corners, so you can work it into the corner of a card. You can make it much smaller than that, of course, stamp around the edges as the other little sample's been done. But there's just something about it that drew me to it, the fact that it's not a full flower.
I like that, yeah, I know what you're saying. Very good. And again, that sample at the front with the hello in the middle and the 4 corners using part of that stamp just goes to show the versatility of this as well. 325822 if you want to go for your African succulent stamp. £16 and 99 pence. It's way too early in the morning for me to really try that again. 325822 is your item number. Right, let's move on to the lily. Again, what a beautiful flower, because you can use this with sympathy, you can use it to spread joy. It's very versatile.
You certainly can, and it's a big stamp, but you can easily break it down. Again, I just like the fact that this can be chopped through. It doesn't matter if you cut straight through the middle of the flower, it still looks so effective. You've got the sentiments in there as well, really nice wording. Do you know, it says everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, let me read that if I can. To think of a world without colourful flowers, to think of a world without morning dew, to think of a world without rain showers would be to think of a world without you. Oh,
isn't that nice?
It's quite tearful, isn't it?
It is, actually.
That is lovely and really nice font, actually. By God's grace alone. Again, that's beautiful sentiment to use. This too shall pass, and then you've got that beautiful image of your lily. And our deepest sympathies belong with you. Lovely, gorgeous. It's always very difficult to put together a sympathy card. It's always very difficult to know the right words to say. So I think you've got a lovely set of stamps in that one. £16 and 99 pence if you want to go for that. It doesn't have to be for sympathy, of course, but you've got the opportunity to use it if you wish.
I certainly have. I think it's beautiful, and you can see there with the bright samples, then you can go for any occasion, but if you want it for sympathy, maybe just a bit of embossing powder, the tiniest bit of colour in there, and and the sentiment is all you need to
Yeah,
give.
yeah, we're very, very busy for that as well. 190287. Head to the website and have a look at all the items available for you. But the word to the wise is that we're busy across all options. So if you want to get hold of any of the items we've got for you, we've got your ink pads, we've got some glue for you, we've got some great markers available on the show as well. The inks, by the way, excellent value for money, as is everything on the show. If you want to go to the Creative Craft Show, by the way, why don't you go and take a sneaky peek at the tickets there that are available to you for £5. That's June the 28th to the 30th. £5 for a one-day ticket for an adult. Now, you already found the ink pads on the website, so if I may, could I just bring these in,
You
Catherine,
can,
just
yeah.
to talk about those? Why do you like these so much?
Because they're hybrid inks, so that
What's that
means
mean?
I can use them with my embossing powders,
Yeah.
I can use them with my watercolours, I can use them with my alcohol pens. We're going to be doing all those things in this show as well. So, you know, they're very versatile inks, and it's a really nice black, and it picks up the detail beautifully
Does
as
it?
well. Yeah.
Perfectly. If you do want to go for those, it's only £9.99. You get the large and the two small ones.
I love the fact that you get the small ones as well. They're all black, but the fact that you've got those two little ones in there as well are really, really useful. Because sometimes when we've got smaller stamps, it's much easier to go with a small ink pad. Maybe if you just want to catch the edges of your card or something like that, put a black line around the edge. I just like having those. They're very handy.
Right,
Lovely
well, if
set.
you want to get hold of those, 429 396, and busy already for those. You found them on the web. I'll take those out your way,
Okay.
Catherine. What are we going to look at first?
Right, okay. Now I'm going to do a technique. I have done it before, but we're going to add on to this one. And there's so many different ways of doing this technique. I'm starting with the lily, actually. But we're not going to do a sympathy card. We're going to do something a little bit brighter. Now, I've got some watercolour card here. Now, I'm just going to give it a little bit of a spritz. Now, I haven't got a very fine mister here. This is more a hairdresser's sort of mister, but it doesn't matter. I'm putting it right in the corner there. I've already used my stamping platform to place the stamp so it's central to the piece of card. Now that's 14 centimetres by 14 centimetres, which fits nicely into my smaller stamping platform.
Okay.
And then I'm going to choose my colours. Now I've already got one that I did earlier, but I might go with a different colour on this one. I'm going to go with some peacock feather and some picked raspberry. So I'm going to start with the picked raspberry, and I'm just going to ink up my stamp, and I'm just doing it all over. I'm not worrying about where leaves are, where the petals are, where the centres of the flowers are, or anything like that. I'm just going to go with the pink.
Now, you can use this stamp without a stamping platform, but do you prefer to
You
use
can.
it with?
The reason I'm using it with, in this instance, is because I'm going to add various layers.
Right.
And I want it to be exact.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm doing here, because I've wet the card and I'm using the oxides here and the water reactive, can you see it's starting to run?
Yes.
I want that watercolour look. I just want this to be in the background, a little bit more faded. Now you can put more than one colour on at once.
Okay.
But and that's what I've done before, but this time I'm doing a little bit different. I'm going with the pink and then I'm putting a little bit of the purple just on areas of it, and I'm going to go back in again. So now I know that it's going to line up. And what I do want is for it to run. I don't want it to look a solid colour.
Okay.
I want to give that watercolour effect.
Like that.
So I'm not going to stop it running anywhere. I'm not going to blot it off. I just want it to work as it is. And then just for a bit of extra colour, I'm going to go in with the peacock feathers. And again, I'm not really fussy where I go with it, but let's just kind of pick out a little bit more in the centre, like that, and in again.
Now, with this set, you do get 5 stamps because you get the sentiments as well as this magnificent lily stamp.
Okay, so what I've done there, now you can see it's just got that little bit of movement, but if I want more, just pop that out of the way, I can spritz again, or I could pull in the colours with a paintbrush as well. So I'm just going to wet that a little bit more.
Oh, that's good.
And I'm going to let that sit. Now you can dry it off, you can allow it to run if you want. I quite like this one actually, I prefer this to the one I'd got prepared. But so I'm going to put this to one side. Okay. I'm not going to dry it off because I don't want to waste time with the heat gun. I'm going to bring one in that I did earlier.
Okay. Oh, that's nice though.
Well, it is, but that's really running. I did pull the colours a little bit with my paintbrush, but what I'm going to do now is go in with the ink pad, the black ink pad. And I'm not going to worry that I've already got colour on there. I'm just going to ink up and we're going to stamp again. Now the card is dry now. Do dry the card off. You could of course emboss this. I'm just going to go with the ink in the background so it's not too sort of prominent.
Do you know what I like about that stamp set? The fact that you've got 3 lilies on there.
Yes.
And not just the one. You know, a lot of stamp sets with the lilies just have the one and they have the leaves. But that, with the 3...
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
It really is. So there, I've now stamped, and I'm not going to bring the colour out any more than that. If you wanted to, you could go in again and paint with your inks. I would go with the same inks and paint in, but I want to keep it kind of wishy-washy because I'm going to add to it. Now, I am just going to go with a little bit of ink around the edge as well. So I'm just going to add a little bit more colour around the edge.
Now I've got some news. I have some news. Our Sydney girl, over 40% of the stock has gone. Over 40% of the stock. I think we might. We don't want you to miss out, so we'll just give you a reminder. This is your Sydney girl, that beautiful image there, and you're also getting the die, the stamp and the die, so that you can make and create some lovely samples here from Catherine. If you do want to get hold of her, place her in your basket, 615-730, just £16.99. Perfect.
Okay. So now I've got my background. I've just put a little bit of ink, a bit of oxide around the edge. What I could do, if I wanted to soften it a little bit more, is just give it a little spritz again. And this time I will blot it. We'll just let that sit a second. It's the usual... I love doing this technique, though. It's one of those techniques that you never get bored of. See, now, now you see it's softened the background. Doesn't that look nice now? So I'm going to pop that to one side because we are going to work with Sydney before she sells out, because I really love her.
It'd be nice at Christmas time to do like a snowy effect with the lily using that technique.
It would. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Right, going back to Sydney, are we?
We're going to Sydney now.
Okay.
So I've got my stamp here, and I've got... That was watercolour that I used there, but this time I'm just going to do it on stamping card. See if I've got a scrap rather than using a full piece. So actually I'll use my stamping block rather than messing about with the platform this time, just to show that you don't have to use a platform.
Yeah.
Okay, so straight into here, because I'm going to die cut her, so we don't need...
And you stamp first before you die cut?
I do.
Yeah,
I do.
think that's probably the best way to do it.
I've seen it done both ways. I prefer this way with these particular stamps anyway. And there is a reason, as I'll probably show later on. I don't know if it'll be this morning's show or this afternoon's. Now what I've got here, because I could just use my stamping platform mat, but if you haven't got a stamping platform, this is quite a large rubber stamp with a spongy back. It's got the cling on. That works as a nice little stamping mat.
That's a good
and you'll
idea.
get a better print than just going onto the glass. So I'm going to pop that on there. And then we'll ink up again. Now I'm going to use the little one this time, just because. See, it's nice that you've got the little one.
Yeah, get into all that little detail, can't you? Now, we've had an email from Steve-O. Hello, Steve-O. Hope you're well. It says, good morning. Love to see new supplies here on Hochanda. These stamps and dies are stunning, and I've had to order 2 items, and Steve-O blames you for wanting them all.
Yes,
Thanks,
I was
well.
posting on social media yesterday, and Steve-O did sort of pass comment, and I did think, oh, now then, I think there might be some going in Steve-O's basket, but thank you. So we'll just pick up now. We've got it there now, and what we will do is die cut it. But you can colour first if you like. I've got one that I've done earlier with blonde hair, but I want this one with dark hair. Oh, wow. So we are going to colour in. Okay.
It's like a hair of spaghetti.
It's beautiful hair, isn't it?
You know all the detail that's in there.
It is. So if you're die cutting, do you know, I'm not going to bother die cutting this one. I'll just place a die over the top. If you just place the die around, try and get the stamp detail right in the centre there. It even cuts the little curls out of her hair, the little flicks of hair there. So it will allow for a white border because your blade is set halfway between the edge of the die. And I actually like the white border. I think it makes everything sort of pop a little bit more. So you just run that through the die cutting machine as you normally would. You can colour first if you prefer, or you can colour afterwards. I've got another one that I've already cut out here, so I'm going to colour this one in. Now, we've got on the show the magic marker pens.
Yes, we do. These are on a pick and mix if you want to go for these. You get to choose 2 from the 4 options, and that's 20 pence in total, saving £20, £19.98, and they're dual nibbed as well, aren't they?
They are, they're brilliant as well. We've had these on a couple of shows recently. They're a really good buy. But actually, this is the best time for using these stamps. They work brilliantly with these stamps.
Well, there's a freedom price on there as well. It gets even better. I told you today's the day to become a freedom member. £17.98 for 20. And here we go. So let me show you. You've got your chisel end just there. And then you've got your fine end right there. So 20 pence in total. Can we have a quick look at the colour options? Yeah, let's have a look at the colour options for you. This is the neutral colour option. So they're great for skin tones, I guess, which is great. Then you've got your pastel colours. That's your third option. That's your rich. And the final one is the bright. Did we see the pastel one? I think it... Oh, sorry, just probably... Yeah, can I just have a look at the pastel one again? That's your rich. Ah, that's the pastels. And that's your neutrals. There you go, I just blinked. I missed it. £17.98 is a great price for 20. But if you're going for 20, it's kind of getting 40 because they're dual nibbed.
They are.
So it's a great deal.
If you can stretch to it, go for the whole set, because if you're going for these stamps, go for the whole set if you can. You will use them. Sometimes with the alcohol pens, you need the colours very close together to get all your shading really right.
Yeah.
But actually with these stamps, because there's not that much to colour, you can easily get away with everything
really?
there. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, if you are a Freedom member, for the full set, it's only £35.96 if you are a Freedom member, and that's a delivered price. What a great price.
Okay, now then, what I'm going to show you is I've got my little swatch here. It is worth going for the pens and doing a swatch.
Yes, okay.
Because I'm going to use this one, which is called Brick White, and it looks like a lemon on the sticker. But when you colour it, it looks a completely different colour. Now, I'm going to do this in stages, but it's very, very simple, and I am no professional colourist. I'm not.
Okay.
I like colouring, but I'm no professional. Now, what I'm going to do first, you're going to think she looks a bit grey to start with. I'm going all over her face with the brick colour, the brick white, okay? Now, because it's an alcohol pen, as it dries, it will look as though it's printed on, and also the colours will blend together beautifully. So I'm just using the smaller end here, and I'm going all over. Okay, so she does look a little bit odd in colour at the minute, but we're going to change that. I'm then going to go on to A808, which I think probably comes in the skin tones. And I'm going to go again, and I'm starting with the lightest colour. See, and again here you think, well, that looks a bit brown. But let's just go with it. I'm putting a little bit of dark under her hairline there, and just down the front of her nose, just where she's got a little bit of shadow. She's going to have some shadow under her chin and down her neck as well. Okay, we'll go against the hair there as well. So as that dries, it's going to start to blend more and more and more. Let's put a little bit more on her chin there. Does look really weird at this point, but stay
with the skin
it.
tone colours, you get all the shades, so whatever your skin tone, or the skin tone of the person that you want to create, you've got the elements in there to do so.
You have. Now I'm going to go with blush. So now this is much more pinky. So if you think, right, I'm going to add a little bit more pink in there, this is the one to go with. Now, can you see as I'm just colouring on there, again, it looks very brown at the moment. It looks very dark. Look at her nose there where I went with that darker colour. You can barely see it now. Yeah. You have got to give it time to dry. Okay, so I'm just going with a little bit more of the pink. Let's go on her ear a little bit there. And a little bit more just into.
See, from where I am here in the studio, it doesn't look sort of stone colour. It really does look like a light skin tone.
Right, now she looks like she's got a really smudgy cheek. But I haven't finished, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back with my brick, which is the lightest one, and I'm going to go over the whole lot again. And that will start to blend it down, and the longer you see it, the more it's going to blend together. So this is just pulling all the colours together, so still give it time, we've not finished it yet anyway. But can you see now it's starting to fade?
Yes.
that sheet will disappear. And if you find that you've just got it's too dark in any places, go back over with a lighter colour and build the colour that way. I mean, you can use various tones. It doesn't have to be the ones I've chosen.
Yes.
Now, you see from that angle there, it looks much more natural. You've got the shadowing, you've got the light on her face.
Yeah.
It looks completely different. Now, I'm going to give her some lips, but I don't want them too bright. There's one called lipstick, there it is. And then, just make sure I get this. I'm going to give her... See, that looks brown as well, but that will dry.
It's a nice natural colour.
It is a nice natural colour, and I want a very pale green eyeshadow. I'm just going to give her that little bit of colour. Okay, a little bit of green there in her eye, and then we can colour her hair in. So I'm going to choose some colours for her hair. We've got dawn grey, don't want that one. Let's go for light suntan and gothic oak, and then I'm going to bring in one of the yellows as well. Let's go for that one. So I'll just do a quick...
Are these all
colour
from the
swatch.
skin tone?
No, I've got a
Okay.
mix. I've got all the sets. The first few, I believe, all were, apart from the
Yes.
eyeshadow. There may have been one pastel one in there, I'm not sure. But this is why I'm saying, if you can, go for all of the colours, because
Yeah, then
they're
you've
all
got
going to
the-
work. They're all
Yeah.
going to work.
It's an amazing deal. If you do go for all the colours, you're getting 40 pens, but it's like getting 80 because they're all dual nibbed. And as a Freedom member, you get that great discount. It's going to be £35.96 to go for the whole lot. And the alcohol markers, so perfect.
Right, she's got some flowers in her hair, so I'm going to do these bright pink. I'm not worrying about even keeping in the lines as such. It doesn't matter. Can you see any more flowers anywhere? I think there's one down there. I'm not sure if it's a flower or not, but it is now. Okay, and then we've got some green.
There's one at the top of the hair.
Oh, there is. Well spotted, Janice. Well spotted.
Oh, and there's a little rose, yes.
Where's a little... Oh, yes,
Just
in her
there.
hair. I ought
Looks
to do
like
that a
Where's
different
Wally,
colour,
isn't it?
really. Yeah. Oh, that makes all the difference, actually. The little rose.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then she's got one or two little leaves in there as well,
Oh, very
which...
nice.
There's only a couple of little leaves there. I think we'll put one there, just... Is that a flower there?
I'm not sure.
Oh, just in case, I'm not going to colour it in.
Just in case she's got hay fever.
Just-
I wouldn't do that. You never know.
And then I'm going to do her hair. So I've picked out 3 colours here,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm quite happy with. So as before, I'm going to go with the lightest one first, and I'm going to go over the whole of her hair.
And this could change each and every time
It
that you
certainly
stamp
could.
Sydney, but you do need to get Sydney. We're very, very busy. We really, really are. So again, you could, you know, it could be members of your family. It could be bridesmaids for a wedding, and you could make them all bespoke to the person that you're giving the card to. But if you do want to get a hold of Sydney, £16.99. You've got that saving of £3 on there. It's brand new today and proving to be very, very popular. So you get the die to cut out the image on the stamp. I know it looks a bit peculiar. I think maybe the die is the other way. Just you think, how does she go into that? But she does.
She does.
And it turns
She
around.
fits beautifully.
She fits beautifully.
Allowing for that little white border, which if you wanted to colour before die cutting, it doesn't matter if you go over the edge, but I actually quite like that white border.
Yeah,
I
I
just
do.
think it looks really, really pretty. It's kind of brings her out. So I've gone with one colour all over, and now it's the same thing as before. I can start to pick out some of the darker colours. Do you know, I wish I'd look at the thing. Just to show you, small nib, large nib, and I keep pulling the wrong end off. So now, looking at the shading, there's a lot of detail in her hair. So where there's more of the dark lines, you can go with a darker colour and leave the lighter bits where the lines are a little bit further apart, and that will give you that natural shading. So you can work with the stamp, just go with, you know, what you're seeing on the stamp. This is why it makes it easy. It doesn't make it difficult at all. So it should probably...
Fabulous.
You're going to have a go at this later, Janice, I think.
Oh, we're doing a Facebook Live,
We
yes.
are, aren't we?
Facebook Live, 1 o'clock today, is it?
1 o'clock today, I
1
believe.
o'clock today, Catherine and myself will be doing a Facebook Live. Well, Catherine will be doing the Facebook Live, and I shall be there to have a little play. And so, if you've got any questions after seeing the show, have a think of some
Oh,
questions
yes.
for Catherine, or just questions in general. Not general knowledge, because I don't know how good we'll be at that.
Depends what our specialist subject is
Yeah.
or isn't. Could be quite amusing.
Could be.
So because she's got those lovely sort of tendrils of hair, that sweeping hair, work with the stamp and bring out those bits with your pens.
Perfect, I love that. And again, each time that you put your pen to the paper, you could change that colouring, the skin tone. It's going to be entirely up to you. But if you do want to get hold of the markers, they are proving to be very busy. May we show you the options? We've had a few questions. So these are the neutrals. Catherine has been using some of the neutrals for the skin tone. So those are your neutrals. The next up is... There's the pastels. Remember, these are twin-tipped, so that's your pastels. Then you've got your rich colours, some really nice rich colours, and then some beautiful bright colours. You get 10 pens in each set. It's a pick and mix. Choose any 2 sets. That's 20 pens, and as a Freedom member, it's just £17.98. But we have recommended going for the whole lot because as a Freedom member, again, it's going to be, well, I think just under £37 for the whole set of 40 pens. Kind of 80, really, because they are twin-tipped. Now, we've been using the Lily as well. What a beautiful stamp. And you've got the sentiments as well for £16.99. That is exceptional value for money. You can use the sentiments with other stamps, and you can use the Lily with other sentiments. The choice is going to be yours, 190287. Right, let's talk about this brand new supply that we've got here at Hochanda, proved to be very popular and very busy. Catherine had a huge hand in picking and choosing the dies and stamps that we've brought to you on today's show, and I'm sure you'll agree, as you are, because you're checking out your baskets, what a beautiful set. And some of you are going for 2 or 3 of the sets, so that's fabulous. So we're starting... Isabella. Now, Isabella, she's a funky girl, probably going off to the festival. This could be you as you were younger. It could be your granddaughter, your daughters. It's a lovely, lovely stamp. I love the fact that she's got that camera there ready to capture the moment, which is perfect. You've also got the die as well, so you can cut her out. Stamp and then cut, so you get that lovely white outline, which really makes her stand out. And I think this stamp really lends itself to experimenting with your backgrounds, as Catherine has done in this one right here, adding the jewels as well, which is really nice and funky. Now, nearly a third of the stock of Isabella has gone, £16.99. Now, next up, Sydney. My goodness, we are busy for Sydney. We've been working with Sydney. Just 65% of the stock has gone. 65% gone. £16.99, 615730. Again, you are getting the die and you are getting the stamp with that particular set. Let's move on, because we saw this with Catherine. Designing, making and creating. Love this next one, love the samples. This is Jordan, and the sample on this is fabulous, isn't it gorgeous? 40% of the stock has gone. I think it's really nice to use Jordan on repeat. It's fabulous, isn't it? Like a set of triplets. Beautiful with that butterfly and the flowers in her hair. If you do want to go for this, 999-758, £16.99. Again, you are getting 4 stamps. You've got some sentiments in there, and you've got the 2 larger images of Sandra and Jordan. So it's Jordan and Sandra, which are beautiful. Now, I really like the larger stamp here and the sample that Catherine put together, because Catherine was saying she needs a little bit of grounding, otherwise it looked like a floating head. But isn't this lovely coming out of the water? What a lovely, serene image that would be. I think it's fabulous. Great idea. She could be a mermaid. She could be a mermaid. And maybe you could draw the tail coming out the other end. It is quite Latino in the vibe. Very Spanish, beautiful image, and again, how lovely is that with the butterfly? If you wanted to, you could cut the butterfly off, but I think it really adds to the image that is conveying. £16.99, 999-758 is your item number. And now everything is on extended delivery, and it is being delivered from the United States of America. That's why it's being dispatched on the 17th of June, so it's worth the wait. So only £16.99. Now, a reminder of some of the other items we've got for you on the show. We have got the studio coffee the picket fence studio coffee understands die. There you go, 9 stamps in total and 5 dies. You even get the stamp for the coffee stain, and you get the die for the coffee stain as well. It's fabulous, isn't it? Think of all the different things you can make and create. Do you like coffee? Do your friends like coffee? Do you have a coffee shop? These could be part of your menu, who knows? £20.68 if you are a Freedom member. It's an excellent price. It really is a day to become a Freedom member. And if you're not a Freedom member, head to the website and become a Freedom member. You get all your P&P included and great discounts, and most of the shows today have great Freedom discounts on. Now, we've also got your BFF girl. Now, this is your die and your stamp. Very on trend. Love this one. But it could be it could be like a 1960s vibe going on there. You decide. You decide. If you do want to get hold of that one, 413-885, £16.99. Right, we're back with Catherine, and we're going to continue with the demos.
I'm either going to finish this or I'm going to ruin it. Because I'm going to have a play. I'm going to have a play. I was deciding, I was just going to mount Sydney on there and put a sentiment on, but actually I'm not going to do that. So I've got some matte and layer pieces. I've picked some purple out to go with the background of my flyers because I'm going to put these together. And I've got a piece of white card, just allowing, you know, I'm not going to give you set sizes because it depends what border you want. Now this one here is the same size as the white one, and I want that to stay that size because what I'm going to do is... This is where it gets scary because I'm not quite sure where I'm going to cut it. I'm going to chop this off.
What are you doing?
I'm going to cut it. Okay.
Okay.
This isn't what I had planned originally. I just thought, right, let's try something a bit different. Right, what I want to do, right, I'm looking at that now. Decided I'm going to tear that edge.
Oh, Catherine, you're going a bit rogue.
It's too clean for me. I like clean, but I also like edges that look a little bit, you know, a little bit less clean. So that has now given me... I could take a little bit off that side, but no, I'm going to leave that as that. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do then, the corner of this card, I'm going to ink up. So I've used purple. I'm going to start with the purple again. But I'm going to bring in a little bit of the peacock feathers, and I'm going to just use the same sponge. So it's going to blend together, and it's going to give us that. It's
that's nice.
Changing the colour totally, isn't it?
Isn't it?
And what I'm looking for here is when I put that over the top, I want it. Oh, that looks all right actually. I think we'll just go up this corner a little bit as well.
Now, Emma on Facebook says she would like to welcome Picket Fence Studios to #Team Hochanda, so thank you for that. She can feel her bank balance having a beating right now. Well, you know, if you're going for several items, you can always turn it into a flexi-buy if it comes to £60 or more. Just saying.
You certainly can. Now then, don't forget there is another show at 3 o'clock this afternoon as well.
Yes, 3 o'clock, and we've got a 1 o'clock
and we've got a 1 o'clock Facebook Live.
So if you've got any questions
going to be good.
about the stamps, about the dies, about the techniques that Catherine's been using throughout the show, or maybe future techniques in the show at 3 o'clock, then please get involved in that Facebook Live.
See, once you start mounting it up, it looks completely different, doesn't it? But we've not finished because we've almost finished. Oh, glue. We've got some glue on the show as well. It's not the one I'm using. I'm using Phil Martin's glue, actually.
Oh, yeah.
He gave me some to try, and it's brilliant. But we've got some amazing glue. We've had this on a couple of shows lately. It's been very popular. There's a little bit of stock left, but it's a bargain not to be missed. And I can say it is excellent glue.
Well, here you go. We'll show you this. You have got your Turbo Tacky Glue, £14.96. Again, a great price, saving £9. You're getting 4 bottles, and there's 180 millilitres in each bottle. Where would we use this? Why is it so good?
It's very good because, well, it's a PVA glue. It's very tacky, as it says. It dries beautifully. You've got movability with it, but it dries perfectly. And it just, use it on all your card making, various different crafts, fabric, it will stick, all sorts of surfaces. But it's just great quality.
And it looks good.
It's a very, very good quality glue. It does look good. It's a nice-handed little bottle as well.
And you get 4 for £14.96.
You do. Now then, because I've just gone with that purple around there, I'm just going to add a little bit again. I like mixing my colours and not swapping sponges because you get unusual blends that you don't expect. See, that's peacock feathers, but it's made it go more of a bluey purple, hasn't it? So this is actually one of the stamps from... Which one's it from? What's she called now? Kiss Kiss. Is that the right name?
Jordan.
Yeah.
And Sandra. Is it Jordan and Sandra? Yes.
Okay, so beauty lies within. It's a nice little saying, isn't it?
It
And
is.
we're just going to put...
Oh, that's nice.
We're just going to put... And I think... And what I would probably do, I'm not going to do it now, what I would probably do is stamp out some little flowers and just put around the bottom of her head there, just so it looks like it's not floating. We'll finish that later, but I don't want to waste any more time on this one sample. But actually that's come together. It's very serene, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I
It's
really like. I
beautiful
love what you've done
feature.
with the tear across and then blended in that colour.
It softens it, and normally I would
And you're very
ink.
brave to do that because it was a great image to begin with, but just to do that, that's
Well,
perfect.
it wasn't where I was going to go, and then I thought, do you know what, I want her to really stand out. She just needs grounding a little bit, so she's not floating back, but I'll sort that out later.
Yeah, love
you could
that.
put a little butterfly or something, but yeah, I'm
Excellent.
happy with that.
Perfect, perfect. Right, let's have a look at the inks because we do have the black ink pad on the show, the large one, the two little ones. This is your hybrid ink pads. They're intense black. You've got the larger one and the small one, all for £9.99, which I think is excellent value for money. I really do. If you do want to get hold of those, 429396, and this is the ink that Catherine was using throughout the show. A reminder of your alcohol markers. These are proving to be very busy. It's great value for money. Those are your neutrals. That's your pastels. Then you've got your rich, and those are your brights. You get to pick any two sets. There are 10 pens in a set, but because they're twin tips, if you're going for 20, it's like going for 40, isn't it? So it's excellent value for money. Many of you going for the whole set after we suggested it, especially as a Freedom member. It works out to be just under £37. It's a great deal. It's a good day to be a Freedom member today.
It is,
It's
it
a good day
seems
to be
so.
a Freedom member every day, but every show that we've had so far, we've had some great Freedom discounts. Let's go and check that one out. Right, let's run through the different variations we've got for you. First of all, this is your BFF. Love this set. Why do you like this one, Catherine? Because you chose these.
I think it's trendy, it's quirky. I just love everything about it. It's very simple to colour. I wanted something that was very versatile but that wasn't going to frighten people. And this is so easy to use. It looks beautiful just stamped with ink. And that's it. It looks beautiful if you stamp and emboss it. It looks beautiful if you just add the tiniest bit of colour. There's very little work to be done if you don't want to do the work, but if you do, if you want to work on the backgrounds and use this as a focal point, it just works so well.
I love that. I love that cow neck she's wearing as well.
I know.
Like that background. Is that
I
just
think
one
you could
stamp?
personalise the bag very easily as well.
I think you could, yeah. That would be a great idea. She is very, very en vogue. But again, you can change the colour and her clothes to suit you. It's a fabulous set. It's a die and a stamp set, £16.99. Right, moving on, we've got Isabella. Now, Isabella also proven to be popular. Like Isabella, fun and funky.
She is. Actually, I was going to do this card as a very quick demo. I don't know if we've got time during this show, but if not, we can do it later. But it's so easy to do. But yes, I love her.
Yeah, it's a great background you've got there. Nearly 40% of the stock has gone of Isabella. And again, you get the stamp and you get the die. Love that camera she's holding. Nice retro style camera. She's got her sandals on there. Very hipster. Very much going to the festival.
See again there, whether she's coloured or whether she's just left in black ink, it doesn't matter.
No, and you're using the background to bring out the colour.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Love it. She might remind you of somebody you know. And this could be the perfect stamp for you. 138907. Next up, Sydney, also proven to be popular, and nearly 3/4 of the stock has gone of our Sydney. I don't think she's going to be sticking around for the next show.
I'm glad I've used her in this hour then.
Yeah, that's a great demo.
She's lovely to colour, absolutely wonderful to colour.
I really like the sample at the front there with the rainbow style hair. Really like
again,
that.
you can do that with your inks, you can do it with your spritzers, you can do it with your pens. The marker pens would be brilliant for that. Just blend them together, just randomly colour. And you can see the white around the edge has got the colour also, so colour in before you die cut her. Then you can extend the colour over the edge, so she's not got that stark white border. So it depends on the background you're working. Sometimes it works nice to have the border, sometimes you prefer it to sort of disappear a little bit more.
Perfect. You used Sydney on the card you were
I've not
making
stuck
earlier.
her on, but...
We've not completed it, just to give you an idea of how gorgeous she will look. And if you like the lilies, they're coming up. Nearly 80% of Sydney has gone. Nearly 80% of this particular set has gone. Remember, you're getting the die and the stamp. 615730 is your item number. Next up, you've got Jordan and Sandra. Really like what you've done here. I love the fact that you've used it on a 3.
Well, that's it. Because you've got the stamps, once you've got them, it doesn't matter how many times you stamp with it. If you look after them, they're going to last, aren't they? They're not going to just disintegrate and disappear. So very pretty. The fact again there that you can do different colour tones for the skin. You can just change the top. You know, it doesn't have to be. That'd be nice for twins, actually, wouldn't it? If you've got twins in the family, or triplets even on that one. But, you know, you don't need to mask off if you've got the dies, because you can just cut them out and overlay them. This particular one, we haven't got the die with it, so you could mask off and then cut it out around the edge. It's not too difficult. I love that little butterfly on there as well. Now, it is joined onto the stamp. You could trim it away or just mask off.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I've thought about cutting it off, and I've just got this fear of cutting into the stamp, so I think if there's a way around it, I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to leave it as it is.
Yeah, I would as well. Just leave it there because it is a nice little touch. And she's beautiful, just coming up from the water there, which is a really nice effect that Catherine has put together. £16.99, but we're very, very busy for this one. Half the stock has gone already. 999-758. So you might need to treat that as an emergency.
Yes.
Do you like what I did there?
Yeah.
999.
Very good.
Next up, really like this sample.
Oh, this is so easy. This is so easy. It is just a case. Do you know, this is a good way of making up a swatch for your ink pads. If you're not sure of your colours or you want to stamp out lots of these characters, because you've got the die, and then mount them on a piece of card and write underneath the ink names or colours.
That's a great
idea. And then you've got a reference for your inks, and you can see how things are going to stamp. You don't have to stamp in black.
I really like that.
You don't have to emboss. You can go right through the rainbow. You could go up in stages of colour as well. Start with pale blue and go to darker blue, and you know, pink up to your bright pinks into your purple, something like that. Random, it doesn't matter. It's just another quirky way of using the stamps, but so achievable by anybody.
It'd be nice to make a pride card with the rainbow colours. That would be pretty fun with all the different festivals coming up throughout the year. If you love coffee or know somebody that loves coffee, then this is also a great set, because you've got all the sentiments in there with coffee. You've got the coffee cup in that. You've even got the coffee stain. I love that, and the die to cut that out.
I think we'll have to use that later on.
Yeah, we will. We will. £20 to 68 pence as a Freedom member. That is an amazing price, it really is. Now, next up, you've got your African succulent. Really like this.
It's beautiful.
Why did you choose this?
Because I know a succulent, it's meant to be green, or, as you say, it can be sort of a really bright purpley colour. But I just think, don't use it just as it is. Use it in any way you want. Go any colour. Go bright yellow with it. Go purple with it. Go bright green if you want. Go, I don't know, put spots on it. It doesn't matter. It's just a great usable stamp. It drew me to it because of the way it sits on the corner, but you can still break that down further as well. I know if you've got a full flower you can do that, but there was just something about it that was just, I don't know, it was just calling for me to choose it.
Yeah, I really like it. I really, really do. I see exactly what you mean there, and I love that card with the darker green background and then bringing out the colour in that flower.
Easy to cut out. There's no dye with this one, but you can cut this one out so easily. You can leave a white border, or you could go against a solid line, and you can also layer it to make it look more 3D as well. So stamp it a number of times. We might do that. Oh, I haven't got time. I need more shows.
You could use like decoupage to build it up.
Yes, exactly. You could. So many ways.
That would
so
be
many
Maybe
ways.
we could do that at 1 o'clock in Facebook Live.
Maybe we could.
Maybe we could.
Yes.
Maybe we could. Facebook Live 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Be watching us and watching Hochanda at the same time. You can do that. Please continue to watch Hochanda, but watch the 1 o'clock Facebook Live. Right, lilies, a beautiful flower and can be used in so many different ways, but you've got some great sentiments here for your sympathy cards if you want to use it in that way. £16.99. It's an introductory price. It's a great price as well. It's a beautiful stamp.
It is beautiful, and as you can see by the samples there, you can go really vivid with colours, really bright, but if you want to use it as a sympathy stamp, I would personally, I think I'd probably just stamp, maybe emboss the edge of it, and maybe just use one of the magic markers, maybe the grey, just very subtly, in the centre to put a bit of depth of colour in the centre. A little bow on there, the sentiment, and that's all you need. Keep it very simple.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And if you want to jazz it up even more, if you go with our deal of the day, those fabulous designer papers, I think some of
I've not
these
seen these yet.
stamps... Oh, you wait. Some of the stamps and dies, if you cut out your ladies and place them on there, you could make some fabulous designs, so maybe go and check those out as well. Right, let's talk about magic markers. They won't arrive like this. This is Catherine's box of goodies, right? Just to let you know, this is Catherine's box of goodies. But they do come in sets of 10. I'm just randomly picking up.
They do, and
1, 2,
it's
3, 4, 5, 6,
better
7,
to
8.
keep them on their side. Now, another thing I like about these, Janice, look at the shape of the barrel. They're not round. They don't roll.
Oh, perfect.
They don't roll. How many times have we had pens and they just roll away and you can't find them?
Oh, yeah, look at that. You can't roll those.
You've got the different nibs on them, and the lids fit very, very tightly as well. They're not going to fall off. A nice click when they're on. Really good nibs. They blend beautifully. They are alcohol markers. As I said before, sometimes we can buy hundreds of markers because we want the shades to work so closely together to blend the colours. These, I think you've got enough for the skin tones to make a beautiful blend for the skin tones. You've got the brights. If you go for them all, if you can afford them all, and you're going for the stamps, you've got every colour that you'll ever need, because you can go with the blonde hair, the brown hair, the dark colours. You've got greens in there, pinks in there, purples in there, all of the skin tones. The greys are in there as well. They are fabulous.
Do you know what I like about this as well? You know, when you've got dual tip pens, you know, when you take both the lids off, because sometimes you do, it doesn't matter which lid goes on the top or either end, which is brilliant. So you're not, oh, that doesn't fit.
And it does show you which end
design.
is which. You've got the little diagram. It's just Neil picks them up and doesn't think to look and keeps pulling the wrong end off.
Perfect. So you do have a choice of 2 packs. You get 20 pens in total. But if you want to go for the whole set, lots of you doing that. Yeah, really nice, ergonomically designed. Oh.
They won't roll away, but you can't avoid them being dropped.
No, sorry about that. Right, OK, let's talk about Sydney. Limited stock now on the Sydney Girl. Limited stock. You get the die and the stamp, and then you can make and create some beautiful designs. There you go. But we are limited stock, and that one, love that, stunning.
Well, you could really go pop art with that, couldn't you? You could go with bright colours in there, or just stamp and emboss with your different embossing powders, different effects.
Yeah, make a nice background as well.
Fabulous.
615-730, limited stock though, £16.99. I don't think Sydney will be back at 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock?
3 o'clock,
yeah.
That's what time.
We better not use her in our Facebook Live then, haven't we?
Oh, we're doing a Facebook Live?
We are, apparently.
Oh, apparently we are.
Just been...
Have we mentioned it yet on the show?
Just been reminded.
1 o'clock. It is a lovely set of stamps and dies. And
sorry, guys, can I just check? Are you doing a Facebook Live?
yeah, it's going to be at 1 o'clock.
You're doing a Facebook Live?
Yes.
All right, I'll put that in, thank you.
Oh,
Don't forget, Yanis.
Do you know what Yanis has just done?
What's he done?
Well, the illusion of me and Yanis being the same person is just ruined now. Because we're never in the same room at the same time. Even I thought I was Yanis at one point. With our check shirt debacle. It's been great to do a show with you, Catherine.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to 1 o'clock, so we're doing a Facebook Live.
Oh, wait. But you will be back at 3 o'clock.
We will, yes, with a live
Studios.
show, of course. Yes, lots more inspiration, and we'll do completely different demos to this morning as well.
Okay,
I'll try and do
perfect.
some quick ones and get more in, I think.
Yeah, well, I think the demos are brilliant that you've been doing.
Well, I did kind of 2 in 1, didn't I, there?
Yeah, of course you did.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Remember, any questions, please get them in for our Facebook Live at 1 o'clock. In for the next show at 3 o'clock. Whatever you do, stay where you are. Go and grab yourself a coffee, a cup of tea, because we've got more coming up for you on Hochanda. I think I need a coffee.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. To all our US viewers, your favourite UK-based craft channel is available on Roku. Simply search Hochanda Crafts in the channel listing and begin streaming. Don't forget, the price you see on screen is the price you pay, and not a cent more. We deliver directly to your door. Now that's service.
Hi, my name's Leona. I've been into crafting for many years now. As a little girl, I'd craft with mum and dad, but then obviously it stuck with me that much that it became my career. I think for me, crafting's so fun because there's always something new to learn. There's always something new to play with, and it's such a rewarding hobby as well. That's why I absolutely love it and recommend it to so many people. I'm really thrilled to be part of the Hochanda family. Really excited about seeing how it's grown, seeing how it's developed so far, and all the brand new things that I know we've got coming up. I'm really passionate about getting back into demonstrating on TV as well, and actually sharing techniques with you, products with you that I personally love. I hope you can tune into my shows here live at Hochanda.
Did you know you can watch Hochanda 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for free using our app on Roku? Just like your smartphone accesses an app store to add new applications, your Roku streaming player or Roku TV accesses the Roku channel store to add new channels. By downloading the Hochanda channel, you'll be able to access your favourite craft channel on your TV anytime you want to watch. Here's how to do it. Turn on your TV and connect your Roku device. Next, turn the power on and press the home button on your Roku remote. Scroll up or down to select settings. Select your network and select Setup Connection. Roku uses a wireless connection, so select your router name and add your password. This should be on the side or the bottom of your router. If this is the first time using Roku, then you'll need to set up an account on the device or by going to the Roku website. That's it. Now it's time to add the Hochanda app. Simply press the home button on the Roku remote. Scroll up or down using the arrows on your remote to select streaming channels. Then open the channel store. At the top of the channel store, you'll find a list of featured, new and popular categories to explore. Enter Hochanda into the search bar and this will take you to the Hochanda app. Now simply select Add Channel. When you see the added channel screen, press OK and return to the home page. Now scroll down to the Hochanda app and press the star button on your remote. You can then use the arrow buttons to move Hochanda to the top of the screen for quick and easy access. And that's it. You can now watch, purchase and catch up with your favourite shows 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on your TV whenever you feel crafty.
Hello everybody, good morning. We get to hang out with the lovely Ali and we had a busy hour earlier on.
Really busy, yeah.
Very busy. Do you know what? We sold out of options, but of certain things. We have got more to share with you this hour. Look, what I love about Ali is she's a crafter. When I say that, you watch Hochanda.
I do.
So Ali is, a lot of you can relate to Ali's journey in coming here to Hochanda and sharing her stuff with you. And you always approach everything from, as a crafter, what would you need?
Yes, I do, because I know if I need it, other people need it. Because I do what they do. Basically, I am one of them.
We're going to get through everything. Before we do that, I need to ask Molly, your doggy. Now, can I say, Molly is one of the cutest dogs. She's a mix between Great Dane and a Mastiff. She's enormous.
She's naughty.
What's she been up to? Because I've heard stories. Go on, tell us. You just got a new car.
Yes, and she climbed over the seats with the headrest up to the top.
Yeah.
And she's a big girl.
Yeah.
She climbed over the seats and set the alarm off and had to get security.
We're like, what's going on? Love it. I'm going to pop out and see her. I actually might post a video on my Facebook.
Keep her.
Yeah, I would happily keep her. I love her. Okay, now speaking of loving things, this is one of the options we talked about selling out earlier on. So this has gone. I'm sorry. This is your hanging storage, and it is so useful. This is a sewing option, but what Ali's very, very kindly done is we've got another option we're going to bring you. This is sewing too. Exactly the same principle, so it is your storage. The fabric from the same family, and
It's
this is a fabric
range,
yeah.
It's just we're going to put the background in the label one and the pockets in the pink, and I think it will look wonderful.
Well, let me just, if I can just show you, so you can see the pockets here, they'll be in the pink, which do you know what? I love that.
Yeah, it will be lovely. And I'll put a pink binding with it.
We do not have a massive amount of stock, so this option, sewing to, will go. We really, and Ali, we thank you for being able to add a little bit more, but I know that you, obviously, there are limits. What's interesting is, with regard to the actual storage, because you were saying that when you made this up, what, 15 of your mates are all coming up to you? Can you make this one?
I want one. Can I make one for this? And it's not just for the sewing room, it's for any room.
Oh, yeah.
Kitchen, bathroom, hallway, putting your keys in.
Of course, bath,
children's bedrooms.
Good. Well, now this is another option we have. This is our circus. 2/3 of the stock has gone here, and I have to say, if I lift this up here, storage for a kid's room, fantastic, because they can put all their little toys in there. You can even put shoes
if you want as well. Definitely, you could put shoes in.
But that is a great gift to make. If you have a little one in your family, it could be your kids, it could be friends' kids or nephews, nieces, grandchildren, making them something like this. That is a great present they're going to use.
It is, and
they're
it's going to
keep.
encourage them to keep the rooms tidy because they've got somewhere to put the things. But it's also really robust.
It is.
Inside the kit, you get in the Decoville.
Ah.
Now, there's two different types.
Oh, yeah.
There's this heavy, which is this one, and then there's the light. The heavy is for the structural side of it, the back, and the light is for the pocket. So they are really strong.
It feels something that you've bought.
Yes.
You know, the quality is there, and you'll know this, obviously. I know you can't feel it at the moment. When you get it home, when you make this up, it has that premium finish to it.
Yeah.
And look, you've even got the wooden handle in there, or dowel, I should say. Brilliant. Everything you need for $19.99. I have to say, sewing... Oh, you're kidding. Sewing 2 is limited already. I told you it was going to go. So the restock, well, it's a different option.
Yeah.
It's going to go. But don't miss out on this one too, because...
But the thing is, Janice, I'm sure a lot of the sewers out there have already got sewing fabric in the stash. So get that one, give that one to a child, and then make it out of your own fabric.
Yeah.
You know, you're still going to be able to make your sewing ones.
Lovely. It's good price, though. Good price is something
it
that
is,
you will find very useful.
And the fabric is all quilting cotton, I've got to
good
say.
quality.
It is, yeah.
I'm laughing to myself because this is just going to be a very busy show. We haven't even shown you this yet, and I can tell you that the teal option, it's gone. I'm sorry. What? I'm going to have to take this away. But you can still get the orange. So tell us a little bit about this, Ali. Come over here and talk to me.
Right, well, these, I wanted something that I could put my iron in, and basically this is because when I come to Hochanda, I use my iron during the show, and then...
well, I might need that one back.
Yeah,
It's got the iron in it.
Can you pinch my iron back?
Sorry.
When I'm going home then, I'm thinking, well, where can I put my iron? It's warm. I don't want to put it in the car. I don't want to put it in a bag. So this is why this came about. I wanted somewhere safe to put it.
Open it up.
So it looks like a little bag. You can put your iron in. Perfect size. Open it up, and if you go right to the end of the zip, you just pull on it.
Oh, it opens up very nicely.
It's an open end. I haven't finished the inside.
That's okay.
Don't look.
It's very accommodating. Could you get a larger iron in there?
You could get a larger iron in, but I don't know about actually carrying it.
Yeah, okay.
But as Janice pointed out earlier, because you've got this flat surface in there, if you were doing small projects like your applique, you could actually use it as your ironing pad.
Oh, there you go.
But also,
if you were stuck,
yeah. Once you're at your sewing place, wherever you're working, this becomes then like your tray. So you've got all your tools in there, but like Janice says, makeup.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you could put your curling irons and...
Now, if you've got any heat... Yeah, if you've got anything, like you say, curling irons or hair straighteners...
You know, the ones that you use for your
always.
ringlets.
That's just for my back. Sorry, I do not have a hairy back. 70% of the stock's gone here. $22.99 is your price. Just talk us through what we're getting here, Ellie.
Right, you're getting absolutely everything.
Yeah.
And the reason I've done that is because we're using two different types of wadding. So we've got the insulated wadding, which is this silver one, and then we're having the normal wadding, which is for the smaller tool caddy. So your tool caddy, it works in exactly the same way.
So you're getting 2 for 1 pattern-wise here. So you've got the larger and the smaller.
Yeah.
That's a cute size.
And in this one, you could put all your threads and your bobbins and that. But when you get to your place of work, it's going to be like a tray. It's going to keep them there. They're not going to be falling over your desk.
This is what I love about your designs. 3/4 of stock now have gone, Ali, because you think about things. Because as a crafter, you can really appreciate the value of, once it's obviously zipped up, it's practical to take out. But when you unzip it, you put it on your desk, that is a tray. So then you can put all your bits in there. They're not going to be slipping around, falling off your desk. So it's very practical to use. And if you break it down, Ali, I'm just trying to work out in my head, pattern-wise. So you're getting 2 patterns here, so 2 projects, effectively. You're getting zips, you're getting fabrics, you're getting the thermal wadding, which obviously you'd pay a premium for.
Yeah.
And then you've got the wadding for the smaller project. $22.99.
I know. You're getting the interfacing and the open-end zips, both zips.
I got breaking news, Ali. We've gone limited. It's going to go again. Sorry, here we go. That is going to be the theme of the hour, because you had such a busy one last hour, and you have a busy one now. $22.99. Do not miss out. We are limited stock, and it will go again. 308-570, your item number.
Well, I will just say, Alice, I am going to do a tutorial for this one.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to get to demonstrate it.
So where are you going to put your tutorial?
The tutorial will be on my website, my Facebook, and on YouTube.
Brilliant. And if we want to find you, it's just Ali Stitch Your
Ali
Fingers?
Stitch Your Fingers, yeah.
Please do, because I know you love sharing, and that's the whole point. That's why you're here, because you want to share that knowledge.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Okay, now we've got a triumvirate here. A trio of goodies.
Yeah, now these are really good, and it's a really good buy because we didn't realise, I mean, Janice, it's a Freedom.
Yeah.
And the Freedom price is
Well, let's have a look at it.
$14.68 for 3 patterns.
Stop it.
I know, we did exactly the same.
$14.60. Look, it's worth getting your Freedom membership. You can enjoy that for a month. £20.97 if you're not a Freedom member. That is a monster saving for Freedom members. What?
And then you've got a month of free postage.
Shipping, posting, you're getting discounts. What I love about this, now this is option number 1. This is your sewing essentials, but I have to say, each one of these you are going to love. And because we got the patterns, Ali, we can dip into our stash.
Use all your best fabrics.
And can we make to sell?
You certainly can,
yeah.
Now, if you feel that one is quite heavy, I've put some pebbles in that one to weight it down.
Brilliant.
But only put your pebbles at the base of the chicken.
Very handy.
Because you want to put your pins in the top.
Yeah. And over here, now tell me about this bag.
Now, this one I've called a really useful bag because it is a really useful bag. And I've made those for my daughters for the makeup. You could use it for the children, for the pens.
Fantastic, yeah.
You can put the papers and things in the middle and then the pens around the outside. It's got little pockets which you can personalise.
Oh, you've got all the little... Do you know what? Sorry, I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
So you've got all these little pockets hidden around. So think about paintbrushes, pens, as Ali was saying.
Your makeup brushes, though, things like that. So it is a really useful bag.
That is a great bag.
It's intended for your tools, for your sewing, but you could put different fabric, use it in anything.
Very useful bag there. And finally, we have... This is nice. A fat quarter bag. But what's this inside?
A detachable Charlie chicken.
Oh, you get your very own Charlie chicken and you get your bag. Come on, why would you not want to get hold of these? I love, and it's the attention to detail. It's the pockets you give. So they're practical bags and they are a great opportunity to dip into our stash because I know as sewers, you've got a sizable stash of fabrics just crying to be used. Love it. I absolutely love these. So, do you know what I might do? I'm going to leave these up front so we can see those. So there we go. That's the first option. $14.68. You're getting all 3 of these fantastic patterns. I think that's such good value for money. First option, sewing essentials. Now we have our second option for you. The bag bundle.
Yeah. Bag making's took off really, really hugely. And these are some of my most popular ones. So these are that's the clutch bag.
That is being able, and let's just pause for a moment. As a lady, if you've got an event coming up, maybe you've got a dress and you're just struggling to find the right bag, you can now make your own. So think about what kind of fabrics you're going to be using. But it is just a beautiful, practical bag. So you're getting that pattern and then you've got a... Oh, wow. Now inside, how usable is that? You've got all those zip pockets.
You've got your card slots in there as well.
So you've got your cards there, as Ali was just saying. You're getting zip pocket. That is a great bag. Actually, you've got the card holders on both sides.
Yeah.
All right, for that alone, that is excellent. That really is good. But then we've got other bags as well. So what else do we have?
The clutch wallet, that one, So that's got a zipped compartment for your coins. It's got a note part and it's got your card part as well.
This is genius. Now, I bought a present for my mum, actually. I got her one of these. Very similar design to this. It was a branded name. It was a designer one. How much did it cost me? It was around about £50, £60 discounted. But it was a designer name, but it was really expensive. Make your own.
Yep.
Don't be silly like me. Make your own, and then obviously you pick the fabrics, and it will work for you.
Yep.
That is excellent. These 2 alone sold for $14.68, and we can make to sell.
You certainly can. Yep. Making different colours, and let me see what you've done.
Yeah.
But yes, definitely.
What's this one?
That one is the most useful shopping bag because it saves your plastic carriers, and you can just put it in your car or put it in your handbag, and you've always got a bag.
Have a bag, and look, there are always times when you need a bag, so just have this with you, have it tucked away in a pocket, and then just pull it out. And obviously here we've got slightly more children-themed fabric, but you can put
any
whatever
fabric,
you like. So I think that is very, very handy.
It is, and it is so useful, and you just feel so much better when you bring that out rather than having to buy one.
Yeah, so
and
true.
it's got a zip at the top as well, so you're learning all different techniques with that one.
Well, that's handy as well, having that zip in the pocket just for safety, especially if you're walking around London, you don't want anyone dipping their hand into your bag. All right, so all three of those, 1468, done. Just for the knowledge, just for the ability to make your own. Because you know what, you might not make it straight away, but you might have an event coming up. It's wedding season now.
Oh yes.
Making your own clutch. You're making the purse clutch in there, and you've got your useful handy bag. 1468. So two different options: your sewing essentials or your bags. I have to say, that's bag bundle we're calling it. Both are fantastic, and freedom price. We're busy, Ali.
I'm not surprised.
Busy.
These are brilliant to add to your stash so that you've always got these in. You know, you've always got a gift for somebody.
Yeah, it's busy. We got a first sellout of the hour. We're going to be having a demonstration. The hanging storage, the new one, it's gone. We knew it would do. $19.99, I'm sorry, and that's it. We cannot bring any more of that. We've had another sellout. The Iron Tool Caddy. It's gone. Oh, it's a busy show. I'm pleased because I know I say this quite a bit, but it's a really important point. What we do at Hochanda and what we really value is being able to bring you people who are passionate about crafting. So Ali Stitchy Fingers is Ali and her husband. That's it. It's a family-run business, and you can see how passionate Ali is and everything she brings. Ali has designed the patterns, and she's bringing it to you. She's invested so much of herself. And I always like, if I'm shopping and if I buy something that has that personal touch, you can tell. It's the thought and the attention to detail, because sometimes we might buy something, I'm not just talking crafting, but just in general terms. If you buy from a big company, you have people who are working to a wage, and each month they say, give us something new, and they're just churning them out. These are not mass-produced. This is just Ali bringing you something that she's passionate about as a crafter, and she's also passionate about sharing that knowledge as well. So what are we going to work with, Ali?
So I've had to suddenly change all my demos, and
I'm sorry.
It's all right, it's not your fault, it's really good. I'm now doing the hanging storage.
Yeah.
This is the circus one for a child's bedroom.
Really cute. I'm just showing you the completed one here. So Ali, my friend's got a little girl, she's adorable, called Sophia, and they've taught her the Tidy Up song.
Aww.
So she's a little old now, but I remember last year when she was 2, we would sing the Tidy Up song, and then she'd tidy up all her toys. When you sing it, put it into a little box, tidy it away. You could do that with the storage here, and then you have to clap. Because if you don't clap,
it's not
she gets very upset.
Yeah.
But
of course.
I think it's a good principle, and something you mentioned, just teaching kids to tidy up their toys afterwards. And it means we won't be treading on little building blocks. Have you ever done that?
Yes, we've all done that.
It hurts so bad.
It's nearly as bad as the plugs.
Nearly, yeah. They're about the same level.
Yeah. Right, so what I've done, Yanis, I've got this prepared, and I've used the Decoville Heavy on the back of the main structure of the bag, and you can see it's really robust.
Yeah.
So this is what's going to make it hang nicely.
Nice.
And I've put the Decoville Light on the pocket parts. So these are all cut out ready. And what I'm going to do is, this is a really quick project, and it's a beginner project, definitely.
Nice.
I've got my marks on here, and I'm going to put the 2 points of the mark together, and I'm just going to fold it so that the pleat faces the outside there.
All right.
Brilliant shot.
Yeah, and all of this you get full instructions, and Ali's instructions are always so good. She puts a lot of thought into her instructions.
And take that one out. So that's one side done, and I'm just going to do exactly the same. So I'm going to bring the 2 points together and fold it to the outside there.
There's a nice charm to the print.
Yeah, it's lovely. I think it's because it's got this nice checkered background. You don't notice it as like a check, but when you see the whole thing, it looks really nice.
Well, it's got a nostalgia to it.
Yeah, you're right.
And if you know anybody in your family, young or old actually, who likes, I know that there are lots of movies out there, but who likes The Greatest Showman, it's kind of got that vibe to it, that hark back to a different era.
I love that film.
Yeah, good movie.
It is. Right, so exactly the same on the other pockets.
Nice.
Now I've got no special needling or anything like that.
Yeah. And the Decoville allows you to do this technique because it's so workable.
Yeah, but you still want it to have a bit of structure so that your pockets aren't going to just flop about, basically.
No one likes a floppy pocket?
You don't want no floppy pockets.
No.
So I'm just going to do exactly the same on the last one.
Yeah. Okay. It creases beautifully, though. It gives you that nice crisp line.
It seems to have a memory.
Yeah. Lovely.
So when you've done that, I'll do the handle.
Excellent.
So the handle is basically a 4-inch strip that I have pressed in half, opened up, and then turned the ends into the press line and then pressed again.
Nice.
Fold it in half so all the edges are on the inside and just top stitch down there.
Yeah, I've got a good view of that. So what's your feedback been then, Ali, with this? Because you said, and this is, to me, we are getting very busy for this option, but here's the thing. So you know when you've got a guest that comes in and says that they've made something up and all their friends are asking them, could you make me one? That's a good sign, and that's what you've experienced with this.
Yeah, definitely. It is, because it's so useful.
Yeah. How many have you made?
Oh, do you know, probably about 15. I wouldn't like to, I mean, there's those different options hung up on the wall there. I've used the embroidery machine on one of them.
So all your friends have been asking you, look, Ali, we love this, could you make us one?
Yeah,
and
the people who sew want to make their own, so that's
okay. And we're just looking at the ones on the wall. And Ali mentioned something. She said, look, as sewers, there is a good chance you've got a lot of fabric in your stash. So what you can do is make as many as you like because you've got the pattern. So you can make one for the little ones, make one for your room. I think this would be great for an office. So get the pattern, make the one for the children's room. But can you imagine in an office, do you know, especially letters that need to be posted or just an organiser? Or how about in a kitchen for spices?
But you know, like I've used the embroidery machine. You could embroider utensils, letters.
Genius.
On the front of it so that you know exactly what's going in. Keys.
It's just a really... Oh, OK, stop. Game changer. Game changer. I need this in my life because I spend, I think, on average a week about 4 hours looking for my keys. Literally, every time, and I just kick myself. Why don't you just put it in the same spot? I never do. So imagine this in the hallway, and then everyone can have their keys there or their little box. What about if you've got a dog?
I'm with you.
If you've got a dog, your lead, your little,
treats,
I know the little bags.
Yeah.
This, OK, now we're starting to realise 70% of the stock's gone here. It's going to go. It will go this hour. Don't miss out, because I think whatever aspect of your life, you're going to use this. Office, kitchen, living room. In the living room for remote controls. So it's another one that we lose all the time.
I never lose mine. I'm really good with my remotes, and I always put them back. And then my grandchildren came to stay the other day.
Hide it everywhere.